I'm just saying, like, you know,
There was a coma. They're in a
Goofy
coma.
in Kingdom Hearts. Is he the same Goofy that has a son in Goof Troop?
Right.
Like, is that the same?
Everything has to fit in with Goof Troop for you.
Yes, it does. Because it's the most important.
Goof
Disney
Troop
show
is like
to me.
the central pillar of Disney, and everything else is kind of
It's
folded
the
around that.
central pillar
It's
of
the
Happy's
civil
life.
war of the Disney universe.
Is Goof Troop canon to Berkeley?
Of course not.
Let's see. A lot of things are canon to Barkley, so I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
Ghost Dad is canon to Barkley.
Everything is canon, isn't it? That's the idea.
That's true.
You know,
Everything.
Space Jam is canon to Berkeley, so by extension, the Looney Tunes are canon to Berkeley. So by extension,
Holy
Who Framed
shit.
Roger Rabbit
Oh.
is canon to Berkeley.
It's true. And then
So by
Disney is
canon,
canon.
Disney's canon to Berkeley. So
It's true. Holy fuck.
So
I forgot about that.
therefore, Star Wars was in the ring.
Hello and welcome. That's right. Rock me, baby. Baby. Rock me, baby. Baby. That's right. Baby, 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 baby.
Hello, and welcome to Gentlemen Discussing Video, the only podcast made from 99% pure sausages, and the official podcast of lunchtime.org.uk. Subscribe to us on the YouTubes, please. I'm CATSMAN today, and I'm Mitch.
Hello.
Fishheads.
back by popular demand.
No.
Yeah. Freaky Demon. Happy Man.
Hello, jabronis.
Lames.
Hey,
Lotion.
I'm going to be leaving a lot because there's a chicken in my kitchen.
Is there really a chicken in your kitchen?
Yes.
You,
I am a
Is-
chicken from the kitchen, and I ain't kidding. But
Is your mic
open
the
up,
one
you
that
know?
the dogs are coming from as well?
Yes.
What other
yes.
animals do you have?
I have
Women.
3 dogs. I also have 4. Is it 4 now?
4
maybe 5
dogs.
chickens. Maybe
Does the
maybe 5 chickens. I don't
They
know.
move too fast, you can't count them.
is the chicken in your kitchen rapping about cake? Because I think I know that chicken.
No, it's sick and has been making noise intermittently. So
So
I
you
need
want to save the amount of time it gets into the oven by leaving it in the kitchen? When
Why?
it just immediately
Why are
kicks
you
the
letting
bucket?
chicken germs into your kitchen? That's
It
like
wasn't
the
my
worst
decision.
place to
It
put a
was
sick
not-
chicken.
Yeah,
It's not
chickens
my
are
decision.
pretty filthy animals.
It was originally in the living room. So
It's not better, really. Let's
I
be real.
I know that. I want it in the basement, and well, the decision was not considered. Let's leave it at that.
And we also have Mixmaster Mao.
You totally derailed the first.
yeah, hi.
The possible first seconds of this podcast have been
Well,
derailed by
much
chicken talk.
I like it.
Mixmaster Mao, introduce yourself.
I'm still here. I never left.
Good.
That's his name. He's still here.
Let's talk about the comments. We have 2. We're going to go through them like quick fire really fast because we got 2 episodes worth of comments to go out due to my shitty scheduling.
Yeah, the live podcast is still not up at time of recording. The drunk live podcast, but it's a fuck CATSMAN. He said he's gonna put up for promotion. Didn't do it.
I thought I would add it into the next episode, but apparently people don't want to do that. So,
No.
2 to 3 says Miyazaki hasn't made a good film since Spirited Away. When we
I
mentioned this?
agree.
Oh yes, we mentioned that. Yeah, I don't really like his films. I'm sorry, they're okay. They're
I
not,
do.
I,
They're
I really
mediocre.
like the animation, but I don't really like the thematic content. So
I like the first time he made the film, but then he just kept making the same film over and over again. So I got bored of him.
Anonymous says Rogue's influence hasn't been felt until recently. It hasn't been used as a buzzword until recently, but it's been influencing games ever since its release. Anonymous is, of course, completely right. And I should have said really that people only like know about Rogue and care about Rogue now, but I didn't. I said something that was completely incorrect. Because of course, Rogue's influence has spread through, Rogue likes and through NetHack and dungeon crawlers, and then to
And Rogue Squadron.
basic. Shut up! Shut up!
Man.
Animitch is talking about. He says Suda 51 trivia. Who cares, really?
Why is Fish called the good guy diver?
Because of the thing JF said. He called us Gadivers.
Gadivers.
Some guy
Gadivers.
complimenting Mao, which I think he's the only person who does that.
Who's
Said he was
complimenting Mao?
Some guy in
No,
the...
you're in the wrong podcast comments.
Oh yeah,
We're on
yeah,
46.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want the right ones where they're shitting on Mao.
Well, a
Jeez.
guy did tell Mao to stop apologizing to people who talk shit about him, which I agree, Mao. Stand up for yourself, mate.
We're gonna bring that up later, don't worry. Later in the comments section.
Mark Seb says Freaky Demon confirmed for Dork. I hope you all appreciated that. I got Carl Johnson to do it at the same time as he recorded all the Max Hyperdrive lines.
Hey, man, I read my comments.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
just glad he immortalized me in his honey voice.
Exactly.
Also, there's these other questions. I hope Happy Man's took them down.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
the,
about it.
Freaky is
Hotline
glad.
Miami effort posts?
No. Questions for Feud.
Oh yeah, I took him down.
Okay.
Somebody said that they tweeted. Shawnee said
Sean.
that he tweeted Shenmue and didn't get any retweets. To refute him, I would just like to link this Twitter. I'll try and link it in the show notes, but it's me tweeting the word Shenmue and being retweeted by Fight for Shenmue 3 and favorited by Let's Save Shenmue.
I also, on my own account, have talked about Shenmue a bunch of times, and I always got retweets from those guys. So I don't know why Sean didn't get it.
I'll
But I
retweet
think-
it too.
Basically,
Maybe-
I think it's not a bot that retweets everything Shenmue. It's a person who just just searches Shenmue on Twitter and just retweets everything, which is way more sad that it's a person.
My
Maybe-
post was literally just the word Shenmue and nothing else.
Maybe he forgot to hashtag it. I don't know. Maybe his fault is if you say Shenmue.
He's fighting an uphill battle here.
People are talking about Hotline Miami 2. I guess that's kind of old news and they're really long comments, so I don't really care.
Some guy sent Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. I've seen that, but it's a great video.
It is a good one. That's what fucking WWE should be commissioning for the network, not fucking
They should.
Swerved or wherever the fuck that show is.
Fuck Jeff Tremaine, man. I like Jackass, but fuck. Okay,
I don't like Jackass.
I fucking love Jackass actually. Except the Grandpa skits, and of course they made a whole movie just about those. The worst skits in the whole show.
And something about Dark Souls 2 syndrome.
Do you want to clarify what Dark Souls 2 syndrome is, Freaky?
Please, go ahead.
What?
Why
Wait,
Freaky do?
What did I say? This
You were
because I don't
shitting on
fucking
Mal
remember.
for not liking Hotline Miami 2 because it's Dark Souls 2 syndrome? We're not sure what
fuck
that
if
meant.
I remember what that
There's too many.
Please Hotline Miami 2.
He's already
Who cares
forgot
what
his
he
own
says about it?
buzzwords.
Whatever says, I think Dark Souls 2 syndrome is when you hate a game sequel, not because it sucks, but because it is worse or didn't improve on the last game. However, the game itself is still good or decent, e.g. Melee to Brawl and Smash 4.
Oh, you're lucky fucking
Well, sure,
Chris
good,
Wagar's not
whatever.
here. You would have bit your head off, mate.
Chris Wager is constantly on the verge of a heart attack caused by rage, caused by people saying things about Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's a really chill guy, actually, in real life. True story.
I'm sure.
No, he's not. You think? I mean, I guess, yeah, but on the other hand, in my opinion, if a game is really good and then it has a mediocre sequel, then I can be justified in hating that sequel, even if it had been released on its own. It would have just been middle of the road.
He's not saying mediocre, he's saying good, but not as good as the predecessor. That's not mediocre. It's just slightly less good.
Bunching together
Well,
everyone's arguments
most
about that
people-
is retarded anyways.
Most
so.
people would say Dark Souls 2 is not as good as 1.
Because
I
one
agree,
was
yeah.
a literally perfect game.
Oh my god! You're gonna
We
make
don't
me
have to
this
spend
again.
as much time on one
You know
console.
what
Is
we've
it
done?
really perfect?
Let's never talk about Dark Souls again.
I agree.
Next,
I'm so bored to hear about that fucking game.
Bloom says, which one of you wrote this week's fanfic? I just want to point out that Baron's... because I was talking to Baron about this, and I was like, how did he get the guy who, how did he get John St. John to do a cameo? And Baron was like, oh, that was me. And I was like, shit, that was you? Fucking hell. Wow. Okay.
No one...
His Doom
Well, the
voice is
person
like
who...
really, really good. Really
The
good.
person who writ the fanfic was Kirito X Asuna 2002. That was the person who writ it.
A writ is something a king sends. Like a king's memo, Mitch.
He was the person who wrote it.
You know, with these shitty fanfics, you can never tell if they're for real or not. anymore.
That's the best thing, in my opinion. But to me, it's obvious that that they're all satirical. They've got to be satirical. There's no way that one was real.
Oh, come
There's
on.
no way.
You have to.
Yeah, it's what I say to myself to keep myself sane, is that they're all satirical.
That's the beauty of it. You just don't know if it's insanity or just like really well thought out insanity.
I think Cloud Mows the Lawn was legit, actually. If anyone remembers that one.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't it like
if
a cat fetish or something?
Cloud Mows the Lawn was the like really, really gross scat one, and I recorded
That's too
it.
much, man.
I recorded it at home while my sister's boyfriend was in the next room, and I was really loud. And I think he heard every word I said, but he never questioned it. So there's
Beautiful
that.
colon.
That's the same.
Turd. Anyway.
When I was reading the fanfictions,
Remember
when
that.
I was reading fanfictions way back when I was living at home, I had to wait until everyone was out of the house before I recorded. So usually it would take a while.
I don't bother with that anymore.
Have you actually finished the Harry Potter one or not?
No, but there's going to be a new one of it this episode. Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
finally.
I know. Someone told me that it should come back, and I was like, okay.
I told you that.
Yeah.
Because someone's been posting them on YouTube.
Yes, that's right.
And he's
Someone's
getting
been posting
hundreds
them on
of thousands
YouTube.
of views.
Hundreds of thousands.
It was like 2000 and it was one video.
It was you! You're the one who did it!
Can I please say what
Sorry.
Verg has said? Verg, or is that Verg? Anyway, they say voice acting is pretty important when the characters and story are already set up. Disagree. Seems like Metal Gear and Ace combat wouldn't be as memorable to me if there was just text running across the screen.
Actually, it would be easier because I could get through the dialogue way faster in Metal Gear Solid if it was not voiced.
You can just skip the cutscenes.
If I want the dialogue,
you can skip that and codec.
Well, I'm just saying, if I want the dialogue, I would actually prefer reading because I read faster than I watch.
Oh yeah,
cutscenes,
that's
so.
true actually.
I agree with this guy.
That still wouldn't say you have to get rid of voice acting. I mean, as long as you can skip it, it's fine.
I think voice acting can enhance the experience.
My point is that voice acting fundamentally changes the way that the game is written and the way it's produced.
Oh, yes, of course.
So the writing itself would be different if there was no voice acting.
It causes problems in bigger games, definitely. Because
Well, you only need voice acting if you really need it. You don't need it for everything, obviously.
It's just the cost that's the main problem.
Anonymous says, I don't think Mao has a personality problem. I like him. Congrats, Mao. Someone likes you.
Weirdo.
Do you have
I was
anything
not
to say?
commenting on the podcast.
I find it weird that someone likes me. You know?
I like how but I like his line is, I don't think Mao has a personality problem. I like him. And then the next line is, I wouldn't watch his streams.
No. I wouldn't watch his streams since watching streams of people playing video games is fucking stupid. I agree. But he's cute.
Oh.
Yay.
No, it's not cute.
Oh.
And Anonymous thinks that me and Mao have interesting taste.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's total bullshit.
I'm a hyper player.
I'd like to know what he thinks I have interesting taste in, considering I talk about like XCOM strategy games or SSC. That's all I talk about.
Dark Souls.
If he doesn't have history,
I don't talk about Dark Souls.
If he doesn't have history, if he doesn't have anime, Mao doesn't care about it. So
No,
theory.
I have a wide taste
I think
in video games.
people just remember like the last 3 podcasts, so you must have said something interesting in the past 3 podcasts that
I
you
doubt
like.
it, but I'll let the listeners be the judge of that.
Shawty said, "Stop bullying fish heads." And I couldn't make out if he was saying "stop bullying fish heads" or "stop bullying fish heads," which I thought he was saying.
I think
thought he was
Fish
shitting on
Heads
fish heads, but it was the other
Fish
way
Heads
around.
was definitely being bullied. Let's be real
I
here.
don't think we should bully fish heads.
You see, I was going to apologize to Fish Heads and end my feud with him because I thought that would be a nice podcast story arc, but now I'm just like, whatever.
CATSMAN
Let's
needs
just
to have a
drop it.
feud
It's
with
over.
everyone now.
I do.
All the time. He's like a wrestler.
Oh, how about we have
this?
we should have a me versus Fish Heads feud at some point, and if he wins, then he gets to bully me, and if I win, then I get
We kick
to...
him off the podcast.
The fast talking guy. The fast talking guy commented with
I
you
wouldn't
talked
bully you,
a
though.
shit ton.
You are all such a bunch of console-centric weeaboo Nintendo brainwashed fags. It's just scary to imagine your limited views on video. None of you would add more than 2 PC games to your top 10 favorite lists or whatever.
Actually, I haven't exactly.
Hey, buddy, I'm here. This podcast, I got your back, bro. Got your back, bro.
Hey man, like I don't get it. I was raised on like a 486 PC. Like that was, and then
Yeah,
after
you
that
know
I
what?
had a Pentium PC, and after that I had a fucking 800 megahertz AMD Duron, and like I didn't really get that interested in consoles ever, except maybe the PS1. That was cool.
I'm fairly certain it's satirical.
I refute the fact that I'm a Nintendo brainwash because I'm missing 5 amiibos, and about me being a weeaboo-centric console. I only own 3 Daki Amoras, okay?
Which ones? Do you have a Cyber Dwarf?
I have one of the characters from Neptunia, and I have 2 of the exact same one of my waifu, just in case one of them gets soiled.
But your waifu is...
We gotta go to his house. We gotta find out.
Wait. Soiled how?
Just in case.
With night soil. With night
This
soil.
makes this silence a
Mitch,
minute
are
long.
you being serious? I mean, I won't think less of you. I'm just surprised.
Yeah, you will.
No, I
Alright,
won't.
so what you guys gotta do, not me, because I don't care, but you guys have to go into Animage's videos and look in the background of all his videos when he's talking and see if you can find like, a body pillow.
It's a recent purchase.
I just want to know what his
it's
waifu
hard to
is.
get of my waifu because she's so obscure.
He
Or
once
his.
told me who his waifu is, but it's just some nondescript generic anime character,
What
so
if
you
I
can all
did
go
I?
home.
I don't remember
What if
saying
I
You
gave
can all,
you
he
anything?
confessed it to me when he was like drunk or something.
Damn it.
What if I
remember
gave
that.
you a bunch of money?
Oh wow, your waifu's generic. How
Mitch.
telling.
She's not generic.
It is generic.
Don't talk shit about
I
other
don't
people's
remember who she
waifus.
was, so obviously she is generic.
Well, just because you don't know who anyone is.
I wouldn't care who Animage's waifu is, but the fact that he keeps it so secret makes me want to know.
I don't need to flaunt her off like she's a piece of meat, okay?
I think we should get to ask Mitch 3 yes or no questions about his waifu.
Okay, go.
Who is your waifu?
Yes.
There,
Next
got it.
question.
question, you fucking
Next question.
It's your
You got 2 more
waifu
questions.
from an anime made in the 2000s.
I'm gonna have to check that.
You should ask her if they're even from an anime. It might be from.
Well, I was gonna ask that, but Kat's already confirmed it by saying it was from a nondescript anime. So
Yes.
okay.
But then he wasted a question. So
Next question.
I can waste another one if you like.
I
I have a question.
Well,
Is she from a show made by Gainax?
no.
Damn it!
I have a question.
Alright.
How is your waifu
you-
right now?
She's asleep. Anyway,
So what is this? This person's been waffling for like 6-7 paragraphs. He just talks and talks.
no, it's only the one guy who talked.
Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore
We're
on
not reading
occasion.
this. We're not
Anytime
reading
you're in the
this.
market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man.
We're not
How can
reading
I help
this.
you? Like I'm amazed that he posted that as an example of well-written dialogue. It's just
Yeah.
the most generic. It's the most generic thing I can think
Hello.
of, to be honest.
Fairly certain it's satirical comments.
I mean, I can never tell anymore. The line between satire and not non-satire is just it's
think-
narrowing.
Poe's law, man. Poe's law.
I think to placate him, every time we mention a console exclusive game, we should immediately follow up with, fuck consoles, I hope they port it to PC, and we should talk for about, I don't know,
Well, we have
FMV
Freaking in here,
sliders
so that's
for
going to
10 minutes.
Told
No,
you.
I
I
think-
told him I got his back.
Let's have a whole podcast about Doom 2, because that is the best FPS ever made.
Well, Baron isn't here, so that ain't happening.
I'll get him. Now, the Reddit knows comment was definitely someone having
Yeah,
a laugh.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
putting
up
someone's
the
having
page
a
and
laugh.
everyone
It was a
took it
troll.
like a bunch of idiots.
People are so obsessed with noses on the internet now.
Yeah,
They're like,
okay, I
oh,
gotta
that
say
character
something.
has a reddish nose. I can't enjoy it anymore.
So that guy complained about the color of the nose, and he was a troll, and we fell for it. But me and Fishheads, we said, fuck off, who cares about the color of the nose?
I
No,
didn't.
but you
Mao,
still
on the
fell
other
for it.
hand, yeah, I still fell for it, but Mao has to try to fucking placate him. Oh, don't worry, the guy who made that, we
The
don't,
guy who
like,
drew
he
the
doesn't
nose
come
is
here
no
anymore, it
longer
doesn't
with
matter.
us.
We don't associate with that fucking idiot who drew the nose. Who cares?
Like,
I just want everyone
so
to
mad.
be happy.
I'm so mad now.
I'll be honest,
Well
I,
done.
The way of the world, Mel.
I don't
just,
Everyone
really
can
like,
be
you made
happy.
Happy Man miserable by
I
being
don't
an
really like the
apologist.
colored noise man. Noise,
colored
noise-
colored nose man.
I like the
Wow.
colored nose man.
I don't like it.
See,
I
Mel-
like the colored nose men, and I like the colored nose lady, and I like the robot. Okay,
I like the
can just
robot.
You
go
tried
ahead.
to
Siemens.
make him happy, but you just made Happy Man unhappy in the process.
It's branding, Mao. It's branding. It's good branding as
I
well.
need to get the most amount of happiness and
Someone's got to be unhappy, Mal. That's the way the world works.
All right, we're done with comments.
It's very philosophical of you. Let's have a feud.
Yeah,
kind of just had one in the comments section. I don't know.
Yeah, we did. So I got divided up the teams. Wait, we're uneven teams though.
That's okay. Fishheads can sit out.
Well, Mitch, I couldn't have expected that from you.
No.
Anyone who's not here, raise your hand.
Pardon?
Okay,
I don't see any hands.
Everyone who is here, hold your push-to-talk key right now. David, everyone's here, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, no idea.
Okay, whichever team I'm on, I will not answer a single question except for the fast money. If they put me on fast money.
All we have to do is stack the teams so that, like, you know, the team with more people on has slightly worse people on it.
Has there ever been an instance in, like, real life Family Feud where one of the family members died on the way to the recording of the episode?
Jesus Christ.
Why do you ask?
That's a Mao question right there.
Well, Mao is not entirely within, sobriety right now, so...
He's not
what? I am. Do you want me to drink? I can drink, but I'm not.
He never goes anywhere without a hip flask full of pre-mixed vodka and Coke.
Water and laxatives, bro. That's it.
Flavored water.
Jesus, hardcore.
Rocking that like smart lemonade, man.
Until I shit myself.
See, that's why Mao can't have a Daki, because he was soilet.
Soilet.
All right, so I don't know how to do this actually.
I'll step out of this podcast, but I want to talk about anime later as a contingent.
No.
Yeah,
I'll sit out then.
No.
I'm joking. I don't know.
Oh, I'd like
I'm just
to listen
joking,
to
guys.
I'm just joking.
I'd like to listen to Mitch talk about anime.
He's got a few videos of it.
You say that, Mel.
Let's just play Animage reviews during the podcast.
All right, so the teams are Team Catsman's family. I'm sorry, Catsman, Mao, and Lotion versus Mitch's family, Animage, Names, and Freaky Demon with fish heads. I don't know how that's going to work exactly.
I think the other team is better than mine, but I'll take them on anyway.
Okay, fish heads is on Team Catsman then. Fuck it.
Okay. No, I want to fight Catsman in the fast money.
We're supposed to be fighting.
Oh, you're feuding. That's right.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll put you on as fast money then.
Okay.
Well, I guess you can appoint a team leader if you want.
Who on my team do I trust? I'll do fast money, but I'm no good as a team leader. Does anyone on my team want to volunteer?
Mao does. Mao. I trust Mao with my life.
I think Mao's terrible at this, but Mao, giving you team leadership, okay?
Okie dokie doke.
Does anyone want to be team leader?
I don't care as long as I'm on fast money.
No,
I'll take this unfettering silences as no.
Okay, I'll be team leader.
Okay, I live for fast money.
It's Mao, okay, then it is Mao and Lotion on the octagons. And you will type an octothorpe.
Octothorpe.
Yeah.
Wow, Mitch. Way to make fun of his pronunciation. Wow, okay.
It's funny because he's foreign.
I can't say TH.
You're so English, Mitch. You're so English.
Proud to be British.
That's why I say octagon, so I don't have to say.
I love it.
So,
yeah.
So, Mao and Lotion, get ready. I want you to give me a game with bad driving. Mao.
GTA 4.
I hit 3. Shit.
Lotion.
Number 1 answer, Mao. Good work.
Where's your 3 next to your enter key? What?
All right, guys, 3 pass the play. I've got
pass the play,
more.
Team Mel.
I've got one more.
Pass.
Because
don't you have to get all of them now?
I don't actually. I can't think of any.
Games with bad driving, Sue.
I can think of a few, but I don't think they'd be answered.
What do you know?
I've got one, but if you two want pass it, then okay.
I don't necessarily want to pass it. I'm just saying I'd be useless.
Just pass it.
Fine,
You're
pass.
passing it. Okay,
Pass
so
even though I know
Animage
what
Lotion
everyone's
and
saying.
Freaky
No,
give
you
a
shut
game-
up, fish heads.
Animage Lotion Freaky
I
gives
have
bad
no.
driving.
No, you shut up. Big Rigs Racing.
Well, that was what I was going to say anyway. So
Yeah, me too.
Ding, that is number 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, big money. What now?
You continue.
Panic.
Games with bad racing, right?
Driving.
Bad driving.
Bad driving.
Borderlands?
Oh yeah.
that's good.
It's not on.
Bullshit.
I've got one.
No. That's cheating.
Mass Effect.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
Ding, number 4.
What? The
I'm
Bible
doing
was
fast
fine.
money now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am because you cheated.
I got it right. Are you?
No,
you
I
got
don't
it
dare.
right.
Guys,
I
we're
got
the
it.
same fucking team.
The rules were you weren't supposed to talk until fast
You
money,
had nothing else. You had nothing else.
and now
I
you
did it
don't
for the
have
good
fast
of the
money.
team.
So it evens
I'm
itself
glad
out.
that the other team is tearing themselves apart, honestly.
As team leader, you have to shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's Lotion's decision, not yours.
Okay, fishheads also shut the fuck up. No talking in the back seat. I'm
Team
gonna turn
Animage,
this
what the
car
fuck are you
around.
gonna do?
See,
Continue,
man, I
please.
think you should time them out for
You
that.
have one strike.
I'm gonna start sabotaging because fish heads won't follow
No,
the
don't
rules.
do that. Fucking idiot. Animage, if you sabotage this, I will put you with fishes for the rest of the time.
And then I'll just continually sabotage. Then what?
I fucking hate you, Animage. I really do, but please continue.
Bad driving.
It was all a ploy to stall for time, wasn't it?
No,
Come
'cause I
on,
wasn't thinking.
just do it.
Sorry.
Afi, can we please skip them?
Let's move it along.
I
have
can't
5
think of
seconds.
anything else.
5 seconds. Fuck. Hang on.
Moving on.
Pass.
Wait! I got one.
Give me it right now,
Mummy
then. Come on.
returns.
What was that?
Mummy returns.
It might have a driving
God.
section. I
Nope.
haven't gotten that far.
Nope.
Eventually,
Alright,
when we
that's
poll
two-
people,
So
they'll just
was
start answering Mummy returns for random questions.
Maybe that's his plan.
Yeah, I think
What?
that's his plan.
Was Deadly Premonition an answer?
Yes. Hold on.
Oh,
Fuck, I was gonna say that.
Doesn't it go back to us now?
No, you win.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Yay. Thank you for convincing me to pass.
That was a very difficult question, actually.
No,
I
have
wasn't.
another
What were the
answer.
other answers?
I was going to say Mafia.
I was thinking Half-Life 2
Alright,
might be on
the-
there, but
From bottom to top, number 7, Big Rigs. You answered that one. Number 6, Alone in the Dark. I'm not sure which one.
The remake.
this
Shit
isn't
one.
the shit one.
Number 5, Mario Kart 64. I agree. Fuck Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, I
four.
can see that.
Number 4, Mass Effect, what you got? Number 3, Dead Island. Number 2, Deadly Premonition. And number 1, GTA 4, what you got?
Dead Island had driving?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
Oh, fuck
Nobody
it.
played
That's right.
enough so that you start driving, so nobody knows about it.
Also, I'm
No
surprised.
one
Oh,
knows
yeah,
what the
it's
ending
not
of Dead
right.
Island is.
I'm
It's a
surprised
I don't
no
know.
one said
People who
Mafia
played Dead
1.
Island, including me, just forget they played Dead Island.
Yeah, I
think-
I forgot I
legit
played Dead
forgot.
Island and Riptide.
You played Riptide?
Yeah, I
Is
did.
that the MOBA?
No, that's the shitty expansion pack that went full sequel.
Alright, Mao and Lames.
On.
Get ready on your buzzards again.
no,
On your
Lotion.
documents.
Lotion.
Wait, can I type the Hopplethorpe?
No, Lames, it's me.
Okay, I will type it.
Alright, you guys ready? Give me the best game music composer. Mao.
Shoji Meguro.
Bam, it's not on.
Fuck!
So
Fucking
Team
Mao,
Animage.
Can I
God
answer?
Team Animage, go
damn,
ahead.
why didn't you just answer someone everyone knows?
Wait, don't we get 2 things?
No.
Yes, Team
No,
Animage,
first
go
one.
ahead.
Mitch, you go.
Fuck. Hang on.
Keep in mind
I
it's
know
gonna
it's-
be populist bullshit.
Hey,
so-
don't look up. Don't look up.
I'm
on the
not.
internet.
I'm not. I'm just thinking.
I'm
I
not-
got
I'm
one
not,
that's
guys.
probably on there somewhere.
Can I go?
I'm
No.
not.
Typing.
Lotion,
I
can I
got
go?
one.
Fine,
Go,
go.
Freaky.
No, Freaky has one.
Okay, Freaky,
Jeremy
go.
Soul.
Fuck you, that's my
Ding,
answer.
that is number 6.
Okay, can I
No.
go now,
Surprise wasn't
Lotion?
known.
Shit.
Yeah, go, fishheads.
Fuck you.
Koji Kondo.
Ding, number 5.
Oh shit!
Okay,
Who's
Mitch.
the guy from Way Forward who does all the soundtracks?
Ooh. Jesus, what is it?
It's Steve something, isn't it?
No. Alright, well, whatever. Grant Kirkhope.
Nope, he's not on.
Damn it.
The mastermind behind the DK rap is not on the best composers
You
list.
got another chance?
You have one more chance, yes.
I've got
Okay,
one.
Jake Kaufman? Or
That's
Jacob
him.
Kaufman?
That's his name.
Not on.
Wow!
Seriously?
Ooh.
Really?
So, Team Mao, you may steal the board with one
Way to
correct answer.
steal my answer.
Go
Can
on,
I answer?
Catsman. I guess names. It has to be popular, remember.
David Wise?
Not.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we keep our points.
So, Team Animage keeps the points.
I bet Linkin Park did a soundtrack. I was going to answer
Uh,
that.
Oh yeah, they
He did
did
this-
for Medal
he
of Honor,
did-
didn't they?
He did it for a
God.
Gundam game too.
Okay, fun fact,
Wait.
fun fact.
Wait,
In
did
the
you say
Medal of
Linkin
Honor-
Park did the soundtrack for a Gundam game?
He did one track for it.
Yeah, they did.
What's the fun fact, Lotion?
Fun fact, the Medal of Honor games are shit.
That is a fun fact.
Quick tip.
Little known trivia.
Yeah, I
That's in the
streamed both
loading
of them.
screen, I think.
Yeah, I streamed both of them. Both of
Trivia
them
in the
ended
loading.
on this really,
This game is
really
shit.
powerful anti-war song. And it was just so generic, it was awful.
Okay, keep. What are the other ones?
Yeah, so number 7 was Soon, who is the guy who did Toho, right? Or
Yes.
is he the guy who
fuck.
did...
I should have said Zune.
Son.
Shit.
I keep mixing up the guy who does Toho with the guy who does Fate. Whatever those games are.
Not
Fate
Fate
series.
Stay. Fate,
Fate
fuck
Stay
those.
Night, yeah. So
Fuck you.
number
Fuck
6,
you.
number 6, Jeremy Soule, what you got? Number 5, Koji Kondo, what you got? Number 4, Nobuo Uematsu. Number
I was
3,
going to say that one, but
number 3, my boy Tim Follen. Number
You
2,
did.
Austin Wintory, who I'm not familiar with.
Gallia Party likes him a lot.
isn't he the
Well-
guy who did Journey, I think?
Oh, I haven't played that, but yeah, a lot of people like that game. So, and number 1 is Akira Yamaoka, who did Sound Hill.
I just
Ah.
don't know anyone that isn't Shoichi Meguro.
What,
Yeah,
what
see,
did he
Plap
do?
Taste. Kirill
Oh,
Provosky isn't
yes,
even on there.
Half Man.
Fuck it.
Yes.
Why did I even ask? Okay,
Yeah, Persona SMC, of
so
course.
so that is
We've talked about Tim Follen so much that was a totally obvious answer that
Yeah, I know.
nobody
don't
got.
know if us talking about whoever that man is.
I should have said.
I listened to the title theme of Solstice this morning. It's fucking awesome.
No, but
Anyways.
Matsu's my favorite, so I don't know why I said what's his name instead of him. Oh well.
All right, Mel and Lotion, get ready.
Hold on.
And remember,
I'm
if
ready.
you, as we saw from Mao, if you just press it and then don't know, you lose like automatically. So, sure you
Type
know
it-
before you answer.
Type it in the chat and then just get ready
I'm
to
doing
hit
that.
enter.
We typed it at the same time, according to the server.
All right, so give me a good game under 5 hours long. Lotion.
Bastion.
Ding! That is number 5, and you have control of the
Thank
board.
God. Okay,
I got one.
Animation, Lotion, and Freaky.
bitch. Go.
Portal.
Oh, that's a
Ding!
good
Number
answer.
2.
Fuck. That's number 2? Shit.
Yeah.
Under 5 hours.
Are we looking at, like, a community established average or something like from how long to beat?
Good short games, basically. That's
Okay.
like a,
Fuck.
Something that would very obviously be under 5 hours. Not like 5 hours if you rush it, but probably very obviously under 5 hours. I've got one if you guys.
Animation has a troll answer in mind. I can tell by the shuffle.
God, he's just brimming with bullshit.
So which ones did we say yet?
We said Bastion and Portal.
How about
Journey?
I was going to say that.
Ding!
you,
That's
that was
number
mine.
4. Number 4. Continue.
5 hours.
You were gonna say Mummy Returns, weren't you, Mitch?
I was, yeah.
You could not beat that game in 5 hours.
Well, he was drunk.
I can't
so-
beat any game in 5
Come on,
hours.
Nintendo people. Surely there's something on the Wii that's quite short or something.
I'm thinking. Oh, there's. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've got a stretch of an answer, but
Well, nobody else has
How
an answer.
about Aiko?
Yeah, just go.
Uh,
We got number 2.
You got another one? You got another strike?
Would your answer as far-fetched as Ico, Freaky?
Eco's not 5 hours.
That's under
further?
5 hours, definitely.
Fuck it, Super Hexagon.
It's not on, and Team Mao can steal it with one correct answer.
You guys got one?
Not a fucking clue, as usual.
Lames?
Hotline Miami.
Oh. Wait.
Ding!
I
Number
don't
one
know.
answer. Number one answer.
Oh wow!
Wow, very
I
nice.
I didn't know if it
Really?
was under 5 hours or not because I have 30.
I was going to say it, but
I am
thanks-
certain that
thanks.
that takes more than 5 hours. Maybe
No, it doesn't.
maybe I'm not remembering
It's pretty
correctly
short.
though.
I've beaten it in an hour 30 minutes, but like first playthrough, it definitely took under 5 hours. So, other ones. Number 7, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes.
Oh yeah, should
Oh,
have put it
damn.
on.
Number 6,
Ah, yes.
Octodad. And all the other ones we got except number 3, which is Cave Story.
Yeah, yeah.
all right, fast money time now. Well,
I'm feeling pretty bad about this because there's a load of shit that should have been really obvious that I didn't think of. But
So
I will
you
be
don't
Fast
wanna
Money
go up?
Man anyway because I have to, because this is my showdown with fish heads.
No, it's not.
All right.
Because Fishhead cheated. Remember?
Yeah, he broke the rules.
He broke the rules.
But I thought
Fuck the rules.
I wanted to have a showdown.
The
Well,
rules that you
then-
arbitrarily made up, Mitch.
no,
Wait,
it was everyone agreed to it. Even you
We're on the
agreed to
same
it.
team now. Shut the fuck up.
I was
Am I
joking.
allowed my showdown with fish heads or not?
Moogle's here.
I Moogle.
Yeah, Moogle can be in instead.
No, you can't stop him in.
No.
Our team has
Is
more
this-
people,
is
so
this-
he'd go to the
Go,
other team anyway.
go then. Who's winning?
Is this
Who's
the
winning?
Great Catfish War of 2015?
It is.
Team Mao is winning. Team Mao is
Winning?
winning, so Team Mitch will start.
Who
Right.
is going
Mute
from
yourself,
your
Catsman.
team, Mitch?
We won't tell you, so you just mute yourself.
No, you have to
Deafen
tell me
yourself.
because
Why
I'll
do we have to
only
tell you?
I'll only step up
It's
to
fish.
challenge if you put fish heads
It's
up.
fish.
Okay, I'll see you later.
No, you fool! No, you fool! Don't believe his lies.
I lied super hard. Anyway,
No,
Shut
fuck off.
fucking
go
up.
ahead, fish. Go ahead.
All right, I'm ready.
And Mitch, you sly devil. Okay. Fish heads. Give me a cartoon or anime based on a game.
Gungrave.
Give me a game with long cutscenes.
Metal Gear Solid.
Give me the best RPG Maker game.
Space Funeral.
It's good I didn't have that first question because I probably would have choked. Anyway,
Go.
Alright, so
Who
Catsman
knows?
can come back in.
Someone
I
tell me
should-
to come back in. I'm recording. I don't want to fuck up.
Now that I think about it, there's
Those
Shush,
cartoons.
Be
better
quiet, be
ones,
quiet,
but-
be quiet.
oh well.
Don't give him clues when he comes in.
Yep.
Lame,
I
still tell him.
Where is he?
I did tell him.
Here he comes.
Can't you just drag him in?
Hey, come back.
Can't you just drag him in?
I realize that I'm
All right.
one of the people recording, so I'll need Mal's
I'm
recording.
recording.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have
Half your
agreed to do
recording,
this.
Mal.
Whatever.
Mao, don't fuck anything up.
I'll try not to fuck anything up.
Okay.
So, okay, then it is Catsman's turn. Catsman,
Yeah.
you ready?
Yeah.
Give me a cartoon or anime based on a game.
Pac-Man.
Give me a game with long cutscenes.
Metal Gear Solid.
Give me another one.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Give me the best RPG Maker game.
Space Funeral.
Already taken.
Ebe.
Alright.
Yeah, that would have been my answer. Ebe's fucking incredible.
If Sonic the Hedgehog is not at the top of the cartoons list, I will be a disappointed person. Or alternatively, the Super Mario Super Show.
If Fate's not there, I'll be disappointed.
There aren't any
I-
good cartoons based on video games.
The Super Mario Super
I should
Show.
have
what I'm
chosen-
talking
There aren't
about.
any
Jones.
good cartoons based on video games, as I was saying.
Super
Earthworm
Mario
Jim.
Super Show.
I don't think you have seen
As I was
the
saying, there aren't
Donkey
any
Kong one.
good
God.
cartoons.
Oh,
that
There aren't
Donkey
any
Kong was
good
legendary.
cartoons. Maybe the
Doesn't-
Earthworm
I've
Jim one was
heard-
passable.
Oh god.
I
should
heard
have
the
said
Sonic
Earthworm
Boom
Jim.
cartoon is actually pretty good. I
Doesn't
haven't
Sonic have
watched
like
it.
4 cartoons?
Yeah,
Go
that's
with
Sonic.
it. Who
did you
That's
hear-
Sonic Sat AM one.
Who did
is
you
pretty
hear
good.
this from? Chris Chan? Oh wait, doesn't he has that show because Sonic's arms are blue or
I've
something.
just
Yeah.
I've just heard some like jokes that are in the show, and they're kind of funny.
There's some really there's been like 4. I can remember the original one, and then I can remember an Animu style one.
In the
Sonic
UK, there
X
was
or whatever.
Yeah,
this
Sonic
really
X.
shit one called I don't know,
Was
it was
it-
some shit 90s
Was it
thing
Sonic
with,
Underground?
with music. Yes,
Oh,
that's
there's
the
Sonic
one.
Underground as well.
I unironically love
Sonic,
Sonic Underground.
Sonic
Alright,
X,
so-
and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Fish heads. Cartoon
I
or
think-
anime based on a game. You said Gungrave. Is he here?
Shit, fucked
oh yeah,
up.
he's here. He said Gungrave, and that is not on.
Shit.
Good job.
Game with long cutscenes. He said Metal Gear Solid. That's number 4.
Number 4?
Yeah.
What? There's
And
3 games above that.
And best RPG Maker
no,
game.
that's not acceptable.
It's Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and 4 that are above it.
I just said it as a series. I didn't say it as a game.
And best RPG Maker game. You said Space Funeral. That is number 6.
Wow. Way to ruin everything for
I
thought he gave
cutscenes.
quite good answers, to be
No,
honest.
well, the Final Fantasy 13 is going to be
better
at
than
the top.
CATSMAN. CATSMAN, name a cartoon or anime based on a game. You said Pac-Man, and that is not on the board.
Yes.
Then we gave long cutscenes. You said nothing, so you didn't get any points. And you said Ebe for best RPG Maker game, which is number 4.
Yay.
We were on the same wavelength. Those all
And
us
the
too.
other answers were cartoon or anime based on game, bottom to top. Smegma Princess, what the fuck?
Of course.
Thanks, Mitch.
That wasn't me.
How many people said that?
Fate.
2 people said that.
Two people said Snagma Princess.
That was number
Congratulations.
7. Number 6, Steins Gate.
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate.
That's such a shit program. I can't actually articulate how fucking terrible. No,
It's shit.
my
It's
friend made
not.
me watch a whole episode of that. You know what happened? Fucking nothing. 20 minutes of nothing.
That's because you were in the middle of the series.
If
or
there's an
something.
episode where nothing happens, you can
Some
just take
things
it
did
out of the
happen.
series.
You just probably didn't understand them because you didn't get the context of the previous episodes.
No, the protagonist started the episode in one place and he ended the episode in the exact same place
That's
with
because
no
it's about
exposition,
time travel.
no character development, no introspection, no anything.
You have
nothing
to
of
tell me what episode
consequence.
number you watched, and then I'm
Nothing
going
of
to go back and
consequence
watch it.
happened.
That's
All
a lie.
he did was wander around with some kind of machine.
Please stop
That's
and
incredible.
talk to some girl.
Please keep this in. I want this kept in.
That
visual
anime
novel
is
is actually
fucking
pretty
terrible, and if you
Anime
like
was
it,
a
you're a
mistake.
fucking
Can we
horrible
keep going?
person.
No.
I genuinely
angry about
dislike
anime.
Mad
this.
at cats now.
Guys, shut up.
Okay.
I volunteered to edit this episode. You can bet I'm putting the dog music over all that. Anyway, number 6. Wait, yes, at number 5 was Donkey Kong Country, the animation,
Oh god.
Oh shit.
with all the terrible songs. Number 4 is
Yep.
Legend of Zelda. Number 3 is
Oh, yes.
Pokemon. Number
course.
2 is Persona 4, the animation.
Of
And
course.
the number 1,
Now.
and the number 1 with Captain Lou Albano as Mario. It is the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah.
You see, that
How
was
did-
an obvious answer.
Why is Sonic not on there at all? There is something wrong with people if they don't remember the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon.
Dude, Sonic wasn't there. There was only one person as Sonic, I think. So I don't
Fucking
fucking
hell.
know.
They made
Um,
a vow their mother will be found. Sonic Underground.
Fuck
The-
you!
Fuck off.
The Steins Gate anime is shit, but the visual novel is actually
I didn't
pretty
know.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
no,
It's
we're not
also
talking
shit.
about that
Please
anymore.
stop taunting Mitch.
Maybe
We're
you
not
just
talking.
don't
It's
like
not necessary.
good things. How about
I've
that?
never heard of a game called Steins Gate.
Well, it's,
It's
a
a
visual
visual
novel.
novel.
Oh, it's a
novel.
visual novel. Okay.
It's a visual
Well,
novel and it sucks ass.
not a game.
Fuck off. Games with long cutscenes. Number 7, Heavy Rain. Number 6, Xeno Saga. Number 5, Metal Gear Solid 3. Number 4, Metal Gear Solid.
Why
See where this is
wasn't there one
going.
for the whole series?
Because everyone said Metal Gear Solid, so I couldn't divide up by the whole series.
Yeah.
Number 3, Final Fantasy X. Number 2, Final Fantasy 13. And number
Yeah.
1, with over half the votes, was Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
When I said Metal Gear Solid, I just meant the entire series.
Yeah,
That's
same
unfair.
here.
It's not unfair. You should have been more specific.
Happy, I thought you actually divide them up by series usually.
Well, usually I do, but I couldn't this time because so many people said Metal Gear Solid.
Well, then it just would have been the number one answer.
But there weren't enough other answers to create a full 7 answer
The
board.
only
So.
answer.
And RPG Maker
Okay.
Games at number 7, Corpse Party. Number 6, Space Funeral. Number 5, Anonymous Agony, which is a great game.
Oh, I should have
Test.
said that. I should have said that. That's my signature right there. Damn it.
I like how you can't finish the game. It's great. Really helps me out.
Number 4 was Ebe. Number 3, Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, which is not an
Yeah.
Not an
RPG game, but
RPG
whatever.
Maker
It's a
game.
great game. Number 2, Yuminiki. And at number 1, fucking Lisa. Yeah.
Good game.
I was going to say, why did I want to say Lisa?
Okay, who wins?
Not my favorite.
Who wins? Team Animich, you had 15 points. Team Mao, 27.
Way to ruin it, Fishhead.
CATSMAN, Mao,
Yeah.
and Names are the winners.
Fishheads, I think
Undefeated.
you owe me an apology for existing.
Kick him off the podcast now. He lost.
Finally.
Did I beat it? I thought it was only if I
Throw him
lose in the
overboard.
Keep match.
Also, I slightly
shit,
fucked
yeah,
So
up.
Fishheads did win in the fast money round, though. He was better.
Yeah, he was.
No, but he lost overall because he wasn't just in the fast money.
When
wasn't
you were
good enough.
when you were
He
going
also
for the
lied.
answers, I went into another channel accidentally, but it was only for a little bit, and I still got the answers to the fast money round, so don't worry.
Anyway,
Thanks, man.
so
You have
yeah, thanks for
responsibility,
that.
Mel.
Thanks for sharing.
Can't leave.
I do think that Fishheads played a better game than me because I genuinely didn't answer like anything useful in that whole game. So
We were on the same
Fishhead
Congratulations.
wavelength
gave
for
me
the last two,
answers that
so
I was gonna say.
Your apathy has been successful.
I'm glad Catsman and I settled things.
No, you haven't apologized yet.
I'm sorry, Catsman. I'm sorry I do things that bother you.
No.
The standings: Catsman is tied up at 5 wins, 5 losses. Mao is at 4 wins, 7 losses. Lames, 1 win, 0 losses. Beginning of a new streak. Maybe.
Undefeated.
Animage 4 wins, 7 losses. Lotioned, 0 wins, 2 losses. Freaking
Yes.
even 4 wins, 2 losses, and Fishheads is at 4 wins, 2 losses.
Yeah.
So Catman actually has the most wins out of anyone, but he has the same amount of losses. So.
How does he have?
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's just been in here more than anyone else.
I don't know either anymore.
Okay, I think
God.
it's time for an exciting round of news and lies. Right,
Yeah.
Anna Mitch?
Right, Mal.
Have a good lie this time.
I do actually, because all the other stories are just as ludicrous.
Damn it. Okay.
Oh god, I hope you're
I'm
talking
excited.
about the amiibo thing.
Well, of course.
News story number 1. A furry spends over $5,000 on a ukulele reward, which is his life savings so that he can voice a character within the game.
Oh my god.
How much would you guys be willing to spend of your furry money in order to voice
What
an
money
original
does
character Do Not Steal?
How
Why
much
do
furry
furries
money
really
am I
have?
allotted?
Why are all furries
Was
rich?
it Rusty? Because I know he's rich.
No,
He's
but
not
this guy
rich.
wasn't
He's
rich
just
because
from
he spent
Switzerland.
$5,000,
There's a
and
difference.
that's his life savings.
Is it like with the theory of empire when the society becomes rich, they become decadent and degenerate? Like,
Oh, you know, I think maybe that guy's planning to kill himself, and just like he wants to be remembered by one thing, which is voicing that character.
It's Swan Song.
Or maybe
fucking
he
hell.
decided to kill himself after he
I
gave the money.
don't think
But
this
a lot
is
of
detailed
furries-
enough.
A
so
lot
I
of
don't-
furries do have money, so I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
think
because
this
it's
is
an
enough.
Do you
expensive
think-
fucking hobby.
So at some point, furry art commissions will be the foundation of the American economy. They'll overtake cars, which are on the decline.
I thought you were going to say the American way for a second.
No, just
Well, it
the
already
economy.
has.
If he voices a character and then kills himself, will he haunt the game and then people will write shitty creepypastas about it?
Yes.
Good.
I love creepypastas about haunted games. They're all so good. And then Super Mario came out of my GameCube and strangled my sister.
It was
And messed up
3K.
all of
my
my pots and
apologies.
pans.
It's 3K, not 5K.
All the pots and pans.
No, wait, it was 5K.
I don't get why people buy into expensive Kickstarter rewards at any point in existence.
Because people have money to burn, debts
Like,
to make money.
okay,
Chaos.
it's like Chuck's Challenge had a reward where it's like
Chuck's Challenge.
$1,000 and you can have lunch with Chuck Somerville.
Oh.
Nice.
What do you mean nice? Do you even know who Chuck Somerville is?
He made Chip's challenge.
Yeah.
Challenge stream when.
No,
Some
I,
awards
no,
are kind of nice.
I
if
wouldn't
you
pay
really have a lot of money
$1,000 to have
burn.
lunch with him.
That's
Like
true.
the new Bard Steel Kickstarter, like at the $5,000 tier, I think. You get like this ornate wooden made, like handmade chest, which is kind of nice.
Wow.
But it's 5K, so it's like, that's expensive. I don't have that. I'm not doing that.
I do kind of like the whole thing of Kickstarter games just having random crap in it that the backers have made who have a lot of money. But on the other hand, has a backer made thing in a Kickstarter made game ever actually been really good?
Body
I
pillow.
don't know.
think
No,
you
no,
probably
that's
wouldn't know
not a-
because it's so good it fits in.
Like,
I see what you
okay,
mean.
Alex Rigopoulos was
Wasn't Shovel Knight
in-
quite good?
actually, yes, the Shovel Knight
The bonus bosses.
backer bosses
The
were
bonus
actually
bosses, yeah, they
all
were
really
pretty good,
good.
weren't
I didn't
Yeah.
really like the ninja who threw boomerangs. He was my least favorite one.
He was very
Oh
out
yeah,
of
the
place.
standard anime character, right?
Yeah.
Overall, I thought they were good.
He's some furry. They
yeah,
spend
from a game
$4,000 to be
They were
in
fun fights.
Shovel Knight.
That lightning guy.
So they
fucking
can
sucked.
do it.
Oh,
I
the
just
lightning
don't
guy.
know
Fuck.
Subas, yeah, he sucked the fight.
Mr.
Mr.
Hat
Hats was really fun. He was my favorite. What was the other one? There was a fourth one. What was the fourth one?
There's some guy with a big yellow, like wide hat on, like a old Japanese monk or something.
Didn't
I don't remember that one.
shit? Yeah, in Shovel Knight, there's that castle full of ghosts and just like digitized portraits. Is that and that was one of the background ones.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
cool
yeah.
as
That
well.
was
Yeah.
That was also good.
because it was just in the background. It was in a nice dungeon. That was fine.
Basically,
Yeah,
what
that
we're
was
saying
cool.
is Shovel Knight's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Basically, what I'm saying is I don't really care about backer things. Next news.
Okay. Tube Heroes. Minecraft YouTubers get their own action figures.
Oh god.
This is true. This is not a lie.
This is also
When
true.
are
This is
we
also-
going to get
this
our
is
own
true.
action figures?
Well, you can.
We actually-
There's now there's like stations in malls in the US where you can go and get a 3D printed version of yourself. Like you put money in and it takes a 3D
that's
scan of
cool.
you. So technically, we could all have our own action figures if we,
We were
really
talking
wanted.
about what
Yeah.
accessories GLA action figures would come with.
And the
Dildos.
animation.
Everyone gets a
Purple
dildo.
dildo,
Everyone gets
dragon
anime.
dildo, purple dragon
Face
dildo,
dildo.
and Dakimakura.
I would come with a skull and interchangeable Hawaiian shirts.
Animich would have posable eyebrows.
Damage with posable eyebrows and a pull cord that plays one of 17 million different lies. Just for you.
No, it's
I'd-
every
I'd
time he
have-
says "What's up, guys?" Animich here, but it's a
I'd
The
have
different recording.
17,000 different lies is a
There's-
lie.
yeah, on the box it says like cures epilepsy. Or whatever.
With
Mao would
mega
go-
animage technology.
Mao would come with a crystal.
No. Oh yes, I would. But
The crystal.
I'd also have an inflatable ass.
Mao
And
would be
his-
wrapped in money and would be seated in a silver Aston Martin.
And his weird controller. Don't forget that.
Mouse
Oh,
would
man.
cost $17,000. All the rest would be like $29.99.
Oh, so he's like an amiibo then.
Oh, we'll get to that. Anyway, the only person in this that I know is Captain Sparkles. Everyone else, I have no fucking clue
Captain
who any of these
Sparkles,
people are.
good name.
Yeah.
Who?
So
Guess what he
that-
does?
Sparkles.
Oh, guess what his YouTube content is?
Makeshift inflatable meat vessels.
No.
Minecraft? I don't fucking know.
Minecraft.
That's what
like
I said.
Everyone else.
That's
What
why
if it-
they got their own
what if people-
Minecraft figures.
What do people like to watch other people play Minecraft? It's like the most boring
Like-
game ever.
yeah,
like
like
it's pretty fun
Minecraft
to play, but
Isn't, in my opinion, it's stopped being interesting to play, let alone to watch someone else play it. I don't know why you
I
would.
feel
Why are we
sorry
saying
for them.
this
I
when
really
we're
do.
fucking
Having to play
Yeah.
Minecraft
I
every day
kind
for the
of
rest
feel
of your
sorry
life.
for them because like Yogscast were kind of, I think Yogscast was supposed to be like kind of like this, where they were just kind of rude and abrasive and not very funny and no one listened to them. And then they started doing Minecraft videos and they got really popular. But then I remember how rich they are, so there's that.
Well,
They were
have-
kind of
They
popular
were
during
actually
their
funny
World of
back in the day.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, their podcasts were fun back in the day. Now
have
they're
any
just
of
shit.
you heard the surrogate friend theory?
No.
Well, it's
Oh.
a theory that Let's Players are like a surrogate friend if you don't have any friends to
Yeah, I
play
can
video
understand
games
that.
with.
Oh.
Oof, that's
Oh.
deep, man.
No.
That cut me deep.
Not super deep.
No, I've heard
Not
that
deep,
like
I've already like.
Well, you could say
yeah.
that TV shows are like a surrogate friend.
You guys are like.
Well,
my
That's
friends.
aspirational television, that is.
Exactly.
I'm very sad that I'm not Mao's real friend.
No, you're my real friend. I'm just joking.
We've
I'm
met him
sorry.
twice already. What do we need to do, Mao?
Let's move on to the next news article.
I
Since
think
we're
we need to
talking about
stop bullying
YouTube
him all the time, but that's not
personalities.
going to happen.
Next, woman loses credit cards into her Xbone after inserting them into the system after being prompted to insert her credit card details.
This
Oh
is
my-
the lie.
No, I
This has
actually
to be
believe
the
that.
lie.
You know what?
That woman-
Hey,
lie.
guys, how about we stop saying this is the lie, and after he's told the lies, we say what we think is the lie.
Woman
Okay. Talk
inserted
about
her
this
credit
stuff.
cards into, she was prompted to insert her credit card information. She inserted her credit cards into her Xbox, and she couldn't get them out no matter how much she shook.
Where was this? USA, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, that
Georgia.
sounds like an American thing.
Yeah.
'Cause Americans don't understand chip and pin anyway. Let's be
No,
real here.
as Baron
Well, no,
showed
no,
us.
no. Okay. Credit card companies don't want to do it because it's an increase the cost, and that's why it's pure and
They've done
simple.
it fucking everywhere else.
And it's
And
more
it
security.
markedly increases the security and stops fraud, which is an
Yeah,
increased
I
cost.
realize that, but they don't give a shit.
Okay.
Oh well.
Next.
I've
next
never
story.
owned a checkbook. The idea is just perfectly bizarre to me.
I've owned one.
I fucking hate that I have to put in my routing number if I want to pay for my loan online, and not the fucking, credit card that goes to the same routing number. That's a bitch. 'Cause I got to get my checkbook.
What's next? Are you gonna wire it via Telegram? What is this?
I don't know. They won't take the fucking credit card.
Send a letter. A letter of credit. There you go.
I'll send them an invoice. Fuck it.
Just go back to bartering. That's what you should do. That's how America's
yes, we
economy is
should.
going. Everything is going to be
Bartering with
bartered, and the base currency will be furry pictures.
I learned how British tender got started were due to IOUs and banks. That's how banks started. They would just hand out IOUs, and that's why if you look at pound notes, they'll have a little sentence that says, "I owe this tender redeems for this cost. I owe the blah 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 blah." You can read your notes. It's basically a
Is that the next line?
lie.
No, that is true.
He is approximately correct, but you can no longer redeem banknotes for like gold or anything of actual value.
No, you
They're
can't.
just
Because that's
symbolic.
retarded.
Yeah,
Because the gold standard is no longer a thing.
Because it's retarded.
Because it is retarded, yes.
Next news. Saudi Arabia has a new ratings board, and it's banned certain video games, including Thief, DMC, The Order 1886, Final Fantasy X, 10-2, Watch Dogs, and Dragon Age Inquisition. Saudi Arabia confirmed the greatest taste in video games in the world.
They banned...
Wait, did
which,
they also
DMC
ban
did they,
Thief?
which DMC did they ban?
The definitive edition, the new
You
release.
say they banned Thief, Mitch?
I can believe that.
Thief 4.
Be fourth.
Thief 4.
Thief
Thief 4.
Is there a reason why these games are banned?
No, it was just a list of the games
Because I
that were
think it
banned.
might be maybe Magic, because it's in all of these games, isn't it?
With Watch Dogs, yeah, magic.
Magic.
I agree.
Watch Dogs.
When the card
realistically,
teleports through the
Magic
ground,
that
that's
have
magic.
got Watch Dogs was in there.
It was the
Could
one
also be
man
the
that
gays
said
in some
Watch
cases.
Dogs is teaching our kids to hack. I think it
Yeah,
was some
that's
US
Magic,
politician.
basically.
What is Thief Fourth teaching our kids?
To hide in
Thief
shadows.
Fourth in...
And wear
Don't use
eyeliner.
magic. Don't walk like a dinosaur.
The worst thing you can teach your children. What were the games again?
Theor 4th, DMC Definitive Edition.
Okay,
Order
that's violent.
1886.
That's got werewolves in it, and werewolves are endorsed by
Werewolves
Saudi
are
Arabia.
considered unclean under Muslim
Werewolves
law.
are inferior to our were-tigers that we have over in the Middle East.
Well, it's not like
There
you
aren't
eat them
tigers
in the Middle East.
They're
Or do you-
were-tigers, though.
Do you eat werewolves in the Middle East? Or is it that you can't eat them in the Middle
You
East?
need a license for that.
Oh.
You can't eat werewolves in the Middle East? What? You need a license for that?
Yeah, it's unclean, like pork.
It's not
Yeah.
halal.
Yeah.
None of these games are halal.
You
therefore
can't
they are
slaughter
banned.
werewolves in a halal way because you
Yeah.
need the silver bullets. Although I
Use a
guess,
silver sword, though, right?
You really
Right?
don't kill them with silver bullets in Order 1886.
well,
you
fuck that game.
quick time event them to death.
You do things in Order 1886?
No, you
Jesus
don't.
Christ. I was gonna say.
Well, there's werewolves in Bloodborne, and that's not banned. So it's just because they're shit games.
Okay, great. Are those the only games that are banned? I would love if like Hatred or whatever wasn't banned.
No, that wasn't on the list either.
Hatred's
course
fine.
It isn't banned because it advocates.
Actually,
You
I think
can't
Hatred
bring it.
was. I
You're
think
in
Hatred
Saudi
was
Arabia.
banned. Never mind. I just
Oh,
didn't
screw
put it on
that,
the
then.
list. It's good that then, yeah. Next, lorry load of Splatoon amiibos was stolen from
This
games.
is true. This is absolutely
Yeah,
true.
that's
Don't
Yeah,
believe this lie.
this is
Amiibos-
probably why I got hit by it.
Have become so fucking rare and expensive that people are willing to commit crimes in order to obtain them. Moogle, tell us where the dirty thief touched you on your Splatoon.
On my Splatoon, I don't have the Splatoon amiibo to show you, unfortunately. So I can't.
Because it got
How
stolen.
big was this
So,
lorry to stop
do you think the
entirety of
person who
games?
stole the lorry knew that it was full of Splatoon amiibos?
Oh,
apparently,
yeah.
apparently, amiibo and games tessellate really fucking well. Apparently,
Because
so.
I mean, if I was going to steal something, a truck full of amiibos is a really good choice because
Yeah, it
they're
is.
really small and they're really quite high in value. And not only that, but you can create artificial demand for them by stealing them because they're so scarce.
I bet Nintendo stole them. To drive up the
Conspiracy.
price.
Oh.
It's an inside job.
There's going to be a magic new shipment.
I
of
realised
Splatoon amiibo in a
Americans
couple
weren't
of weeks.
poaching our amiibo stock, so they thought we'll steal it ourselves.
Fucking saying that artificial scarcity of amiibos won't make Nintendo any money.
It has made them money because
Made them a
Nintendo
fuck
have
ton
been
of money.
profitable for the first time in 5 years because of them.
It's made scalpers money.
It's made
be
Nintendo money as well.
It's
Nintendo
made
be more
secondhand
profitable
buyers
if
money.
It's also made them money as well.
I don't
let's
get
be
why they
honest.
under-manufacture all the time.
It's money in
because
shit.
they're afraid of over-manufacturing.
It's not necessarily because they under-manufacture. I mean, like they didn't expect the Wii to be such a huge success, and to
That's
be
a
honest,
lie.
who would? Who would have expected
that's
the
a
Wii?
lie.
Didn't expect
Yeah.
the Wii to be as popular
I
as it
don't
was.
think
No one
they-
No,
expected
when
that.
the Wii first came out, nobody was like, "This is going to be the best-selling console of all time." Nobody said that. You know what people said? It's stupid.
Yeah.
So if I was Nintendo, I would have done the same
But
thing that they
demand
did.
didn't just shoot up for the Wii overnight. It was gradual months, and
It
they
was.
strung this depletioncy, this whatever,
Deficiency?
this understock deficiency. Thank you. They strung that out for about 3 years.
Hey, this kind of thing can happen.
No, it
does.
Like
can't.
that's no
Nintendo
supply
are well
chains
known
can
for
happen
doing
like
this,
that.
though.
Nintendo can have like factories, and they can have suppliers who have factories that can make a certain amount of parts, and they might need to purchase or build entire new factories in order to get the parts they need for this.
I don't think they own the factories making this. I think it's definitely contracted out.
Yeah.
They contract some parts of it out. But what I'm saying is that it's not really that. It's not as simple as just like making more. There's I don't know what else to say.
They've done it since the video game crash of like the mid '80s. Though they don't manufacture more than they think that they can possibly sell.
Now
And
the
then
Nintendo
even then-
DS was a stupid idea.
Was it?
Well,
It really
kinda
was.
was.
no, well, Nintendo DS. The fact that do you guys remember like the 3 years of DS Lite scarcity? Like it
Yeah,
was
it was as
literally
well.
impossible to buy
No, I
a
don't.
DS Lite for years.
I
I also remember
I-
when the DS wasn't that popular before the DS Lite and Brain Training, and then it just exploded
Yeah.
because they found that one thing that
Yeah.
everyone else would buy except
Well,
people that play
Do you
games.
think it was because the original DS was just an ugly-looking piece of shit?
It was a
It
glorious
original
pretty
DS
fucking
was-
shit.
It was okay for the time.
No,
It had a
wasn't.
shitty D-pad.
As far as
unfortunately.
industrial design goes, it was okay in the time, and also it was completely indestructible.
Yeah, it was the last thing that they actually
Yeah.
made from
That-
Nintendo. The last thing that they did. It was great.
I don't know, man. My
Yeah.
DS Lite has been through some shit, and it still works fine.
Hinges.
I remember reading about Iwata when he designed the Nintendo DS that he made the manufacturers make it so that it could fall from a breast pocket
Yeah.
from there to the floor and still work. And it
Great.
yeah. Okay, next news.
Love.
Nintendo of America hires Bowser. Nintendo of America has hired a new employee whose name is Mr. Bowser. Doug Bowser.
That is not a very tough name to go with the last name
It's
Bowser.
not a lie.
Douglas. Douglas
He
is
should
gonna say not
be. He should be
aligned.
Lance Bowser or something.
Is Lance really a tough name?
I
Lance
don't
is a
think
pretty
it
tough
is.
name.
Doug
It's
is
named
good.
after a weapon, man.
All I can think of is Lance Armstrong.
Not
That's a pretty
Lance
bad
Lance
name.
Dance.
He went to space, man.
I
so-
like Lance the Pants.
No, Neil Armstrong went to space. Lance Armstrong right
Shit, I'm sorry.
Lance
I'm
Armstrong
fucking
went to
retarded.
space as
Jesus,
well.
I'm gonna
Oh,
kill
no, he
myself now.
But the thing is,
I
you know,
assumed you were
Cycled into
joking, but
space.
now I'm not so sure.
He's not joking.
No, I misheard him.
Damn it! I should have played it out like a joke. Wow.
That would have been a really funny joke if it was a joke that you've been making. It's not funny anymore.
Now
So
I really want to kill myself.
Doug Bowser used to work for EA, so he's very as a
He has the right
supervillain.
credentials.
He has the right credentials.
jump ship.
And he jumped ship to
I
Nintendo
bet Doug
because
Bowser
his name
was the one who stole
Bowser.
the Splatoon amiibos.
Stole them from the inside.
Yep.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Splatoon Petal's an inside job.
Have you seen the picture of him where Mario and Luigi are tied up behind him?
Of
On the
Doug
shelf.
Bowser?
Yeah. There's
No.
He's
I
made
wish
up.
I'd seen that.
there's
I mean-
there's a Mario and Luigi toys and they're tied up on the shelf behind him
Kinky sod.
because he's Bowser. He's
Is that-
captured
is that
them.
all
Is
the news?
Bowser a real last name? Because like I've heard
Yes,
some
it is.
silly
Apparently.
names in my time, but I've never heard Bowser. That's a new one.
I'm
on me.
going to type a name in chat, and you have to tell me how it's pronounced, okay?
Loughborough.
Luga Baruga.
Loftbaroth.
How do you pronounce that name?
Lasha.
No, it's
Wasn't that
L.
stupid image?
It's Ladasha.
Ladasha.
Catsman,
Oh,
go.
for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Pronounce that Ladasha.
Ladasha. Yeah.
Ladasha.
What?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
Mitch gets prepared to these things, doesn't he? None of
Mitch
none of the
just
others
has a
do.
huge well of bullshit knowledge that might be wrong.
Like
As opposed
grasses
to Kazu,
and
who has
plants.
a wealth of bullshit knowledge that's inevitably right.
We are two parts of the same coin that split apart at the beginning of the universe.
Can you imagine Mitch with Kazu's beard?
No.
No. Actually,
Could you imagine Kazi with my eyebrows?
Actually, physically can't.
Imagine.
He's gonna steal.
Oh my god, we are too, because he focuses on the lower part of his face.
Yeah.
I focus on the
Body.
top part.
Did
We
I
are
miss
just
a-
brothers from
I got a thing for you guys to
a
consider
fractured
though.
soul.
Imagine Animich with a big like 70s mustache like Tom Selleck.
I can imagine that.
So
weird.
if you combine Mitch's if someone possessed Mitch's eyebrows and Kazi's beard, would they become the ultimate life form?
No, it would annihilate and just create pure energy.
Kazu's beard already steals from others, so you must be careful if you ever meet him.
Is that why
Don't-
nobody else in the GLA has a beard?
Yes.
Kazi's-
Nobody else can grow a good beard. It's just-
Kazi's
he
beard
just-
steals Mitch's eyebrows produce.
Can we go on to the next news?
Yeah.
That's just
Become pure
those are all the-
nonsense.
Those are all the news for the bullshit and whatevers. The only thing I have left are some localization stuff.
I'm bored of that.
Oh
Bravely
yeah, I have
Second,
actual news as well.
Corpse
I
Party
have a
Blood
news.
Drive, which is the third Corpse Party in the series. EDF Portable 2. I love Earth Defense Force games, and I hope the PS4 version gets localized. There's a new Chibi Robo game for the 3DS.
Yeah.
It's not getting localized.
It is.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Project Treasure is getting localized, which is the new Namco Bandai free-to-play co-op game on the Wii U.
It's the one by the guy that made Tekken, isn't it?
Yes, I can't remember
Yes.
his name.
Neither can I, but he's great.
And Persona 4 Dancing All Night. And
That fucking game.
gonna be great.
Sweet Sweat and Summer also got is getting localized
That
as well.
sounds like a porn game.
It
You know,
is.
I can't imagine why people complain about us being huge weeaboos.
I
You know, when you go through the...
I have no idea
some
what they're
people
talking
need
about.
to know about these
Well,
games that are getting localized because they can
The
brighten
only
your
important
day.
thing there was Persona 4 Dancing All Night, but whatever. There's that's
It's
more.
not important.
No, Corpse Party's the most important thing there.
Do you want to talk about the
Maybe.
other two games that were announced this week?
What about
What other ones
all
were
the
announced?
shit I just posted?
XCOM fucking 2
XCOM
Fallout.
2, baby!
And Fallout 4.
and Fallout 4, which was today.
I want to fucking cry.
Why
Animal
are
Toner
all
X.
these games getting announced before E3? What the
I don't
Because
I think they're
So they
going
can
to
show a
announce
new
before-
trailer at E3,
No,
or
but I
maybe
want the
just no
surprise
one
to be
cares
at
about
E3,
E3.
though.
Fallout 4
What?
is getting an E3 trailer, so
Yeah, but it would have been more better if it was revealed at E3.
more better. That's the word.
More better.
It will probably be
Maybe.
more
It's
than
Flames,
E3.
God.
Maybe it's become
Shit,
one of these
you're
things
right.
where everyone tries to get in their big announcements before E3 so they
Yeah,
don't get
yeah.
lost in the mix.
It's weird
Yeah.
though. What are they expecting to get announced is the question, because Sony have already gone and said we're not really going to have any like first party exclusives this year.
No, but they're
Gonna
going
be
to be
quite
focused on.
scarce.
So Yakuza 0 confirmed.
Hmm.
'Cause that's third party.
Oh, also, Resident Evil 0 HD has been announced. I forgot that one. That was last week, I think.
Maybe Net
Oh, yeah.
Zero High will get announced.
Is this the how many games can we find with 0 in the title game?
What? That's not
Project
doesn't have
Zero, Mega Man
Oh.
Zero,
I'm pretty.
Thanks, Frank.
Zero Wing.
0.
I'm
Project
pretty.
Zero is getting localized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'm pretty.
So, is anyone excited for XCOM 2 or Fallout 4?
I'm optimistic
XCOM 2,
about
yes.
XCOM 2.
I didn't
Yeah.
see any gameplay, so
I'm
just wanna
su-
say
Good
that
man. Good man.
Fallout 4 is still using Gamebryo. It's not using id Tech
Fuck
5.
Gamebryo.
Are
Todd
they
Howard.
really?
I
Todd
thought it
Howard
was. I
said
thought
it-
they said they were going to use id Tech.
Todd Howard said in an interview that id
Oh.
Tech 5 isn't good for open world games.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Rage.
because Gamebryo is great for everything, though,
I'm-
right?
Hey,
Willing
Gamebryo
to-
was great in Sonic Heroes. What are you talking about?
I am
Personally,
willing
It's
to
great
bet.
when it came out in 2002 or whenever.
personally, I'm excited for playing as Voltborn with new features such as radiation
Voltborn.
shouts and dogs.
Voltborn. Skyrim with guns.
Radiation dragons.
wait. Sorry, fuck. What was the lie?
What was the lie? There were no lies. Everything's a
What was the
lie.
lie?
It was the credit card.
Credit card.
I say the credit card
cards.
thing.
It's got to be credit card.
I need everyone to agree. You want me to run
Credit
through the
card.
stories again?
Credit
Definitely
card.
credit card.
Are you sure? You can
Yeah.
change
Credit card.
again if you
No,
want.
it's
Yeah,
credit
definitely
card.
credit
I can
card.
see that it's credit
You
card
trying
from the
to
way
see
you're
if you can
reacting.
How did you know?
I've heard of all of those except the credit card one.
There's a
hadn't-
word you're looking for, Mitch.
I-
It's one that you're
I
not
believe-
that familiar with.
I
There was
haven't heard of any
tea.
of them except the Bowser one, but it was obviously the credit card one. It wasn't
There was
credible.
an Onion article error to the credit card one that made it very apparent.
I actually believed it, but the other ones were more believable. So you need to find some really stupid stories, like back in the
Mitch,
day when we had
why is it
Pokemon tournament winner going out and throwing his poop in the hallway and getting disqualified from the tournament.
But you would have heard of that if that happened.
No, I wouldn't.
Why is
I don't
it
hear
that,
about any of this.
Why is it that you can't lie now that the pressure's on you to lie? You can't think of
'Cause I have
like
to
a.
lie. It's not that I have to. If they were all
Is it that
lies,
you
it'd
can't
be
lie
easy.
on demand? You need to be in like a
I
lying
can't
mood.
lie.
You need to get the lying juices flowing, and otherwise your lies just come out bad.
What?
I think Mitch before the podcast should do some warm-up lies
Yeah.
to get himself ready.
But you can't just say, "Hey, Mitch, crank out a lie." You know.
He has to put love into the lines.
Oh no,
you
let's
know?
see if it works on somebody else. Hey Mouse, say something stupid.
I'm sorry, I can't.
See?
Doesn't work.
First time.
I can't just think of something stupid.
I'm sorry,
on the
I can't say
spot.
something stupid, guys. Oh.
If you want me to
No.
find some. No, I'm sorry.
Well, if you told Mao to say something stupid about a subject, he would be able to. Same with Mitch. If you told Mitch to lie about a specific subject, he would be able to lie right away. But you just told to tell a lie about anything.
Hey
Yes, you
Mel,
can tell him.
say something stupid about the state of Connecticut.
It's I don't know.
That was definitely stupid.
I've got something about that actually. They're only allowed to use yellow or pink colored dog leads because of the reflections in your car, so that drivers can
That's
spot
a lie.
the dogs.
Wait, really?
For blind
That's a
people.
lie.
No, it's for
In
blind
your
people.
car.
It's for blind people.
Why
So
would
that
blind
drivers?
people appreciate
Why do they
that?
need to
No,
see the
so
reflections?
drivers can see that the dog is there.
See,
Okay, who's going to be walking
you-
the dog at
what,
night?
What? No, what you it's a blind dog, you idiot. What you
No.
should do is give the blind
It's
dog
not for blind dogs. It's
its
for every
own-
dog.
its
Are
own
blind people
protective
driving?
coat.
No,
No. The blind person is the one who's walking, who's out with the dog at night because
In
they can't go anywhere
Connecticut,
without the dog.
there have been
The
a
dog is in
string
the
of
car?
No. The
road
dog's by the
accidents.
side of the road, and the car driver is going to run over the dog unless you give the dog a lead, or you could just give it a reflective jacket, which is what I do with my dog because I'm not an idiot.
No, but the dog leads have to be pink and yellow so that drivers can see them at night. They have to be that color by law in Connecticut.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's
Let's
stupid.
move on.
You live in a stupid state.
I don't live there.
I don't think anyone lives there.
Then why did
Nobody
you mention
of value
Connecticut?
That was
lives
just
in Connecticut.
that was the first state I could think of that came to mind. If I had said like New York, he would have said something about me or about Ithaca or whatever, because there's a lot of GLA people in New York and we complain about it. But I don't know.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people in New York.
See, I can lie on demand.
move
'Cause
on.
That was a lie, you idiots.
This was really interesting,
Fuck.
guys.
All right, let's move on.
What is the next segment? Do
What's
we
the
know?
next news?
Well,
There's-
I-
Mal posted
I
a shit
posted
ton of
that.
news.
I don't have any more news. Mal, if this news is actually relevant,
Well,
I just
then-
think Lawrence
refunds
James
is
would
pretty
chat.
relevant.
The
It's
Twitch
right there.
news is pretty
So-
important.
oh yeah, let's talk about Steam's new refund policy. I like it, but I can't help but feel like this is just an apology for paid
Yep.
mods.
It's done.
It's
But
way off.
whatever,
Yeah.
I like it.
Which are inevitable with Fallout 4, I reckon. But yes.
It's pretty
Oh,
good,
yeah.
except one complaint for my part. It's like the 2 hours seems a bit short.
I like it, but God Galaxy still has store credit, so I'm probably
Well, lots of
buying more
people
there.
have been pointing out over the last couple of days that it probably means that indie developers kind of get fucked by it sometimes.
Oh god, no! It's
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's bullshit.
Oh no!
If indie
You can buy
developers
every
made
Life
good
is Strange
games,
episode
then it-
separately and then just send them back in.
That's cruel.
Like honest to
I like
God, if indie developers just don't make shit games, then there won't be a problem.
Yeah,
on, wait,
because people
could
will
you
keep games that they want.
Could you just like buy a game, play for 2 hours, get all the trading cards, and return it?
Yes.
You probably
Although-
will notice that if you keep doing it. And they go
I
like,
assume
"We're
they'll
not
have a
giving you
system to
refund."
prevent people from abusing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like they did
Yeah,
for the
they
paid
call it
mods.
Steam support.
Well, if someone does it excessively, they might.
Yeah,
Like,
because
if
you
it's-
have to send in a support ticket, which has to be processed by a person, so it's gonna you're gonna notice it.
You know, they'll see, oh, this person has been, returning however many games. Maybe they're abusing the system.
I could have beaten Among the Sleep and then returned it. Actually, no, I couldn't because I got it externally as a CD
You
key.
could beat
Didn't you
Bad
back
Rats
it?
and then return
Yeah, I
you
did.
can't
How-
return
you wouldn't
any
have been
games
able
that
to
you didn't buy
return
from
it.
Steam.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has to be on the store itself. not
yeah,
like
you have
some
to buy it
outside.
from the Steam store.
So yeah, it's long
But
overdue,
yeah,
and it's
I
actually
think-
not bad.
Yeah, I think
What's-
people can agree that this is a universally good thing.
Now, if
Yeah.
only they can redo their customer
Mhm.
support, which is also long overdue for a change.
Well, I don't really have to use their customer support now that the only thing I ever used them for was returns.
Well, you still have to do the same system.
They
Yeah, but
gave
isn't it? It's partially automated though, isn't it? That's all. Anyway.
I didn't read anything about that. It's still the support thing you have to use. So
no,
send in a
but
ticket and stuff.
no, you don't send it. There's like a checkbox that you basically just push a button. It's automated. I'm relatively sure. I haven't used it.
You're very faithful. I hope
We'll
you're,
fact
you're
fact
right.
check it at some point.
Didn't they give refunds in a few special cases before this?
They did.
It was kind of
and-
like under the table. You get one return forever if you just like sent them a support ticket.
It's very peculiar. Sometimes I was able to get a return, no problem. Sometimes they told me, no, we never do returns, and I was like, you did a return for me just a few months ago, and they were like, we never give returns. And then they ended the conversation. Anyway, the next news is anyone care particularly about any of these newses?
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
want to
just
talk
talked
about
about
WildStar going free to play because it's a MOBA, and I want
Why?
to talk about
It's a
MOBAs
MMO.
for a second.
Not a
because
MOBA.
It's an
I want
MMO.
well, anyway, I want to talk about MOBAs. I want to talk about how shit MOBA titles are and how they're the most generic fucking bollocks in the entire world.
I know where you're
All
stealing
of
this from,
MOBAs are
Mitch,
just
but I
like
don't say
paint by
anything.
numbers game design, and titles are just the logical extension of that.
MOBAs are kind of the new MMO in that people are making them out of whatever property
Yeah.
they can. The difference being
Yeah, just-
that it's way less
Like The
costly.
Witcher.
Are they making a Witcher MOBA?
They made a Witcher.
There already is
Yeah,
one.
there is a
Oh.
Witcher MOBA.
There's a King of Fighters.
no idea.
Oh,
There's an
Jesus.
SNK.
That's like a
There's
Chinese
a
one they
Guilty Gear
outsourced.
MOBA.
Oh.
There isn't. That's bullshit.
Yeah, there is.
Wasn't
Is
there
there a
that
small
MOBA
game
with
MOBA?
Shrek in it?
Can we make a Steins Gate MOBA? Is that possible?
Yeah, everything has a MOBA, doesn't it?
When are
Like,
they gonna
isn't
make
there
a
like
Red Dwarf
isn't there
MOBA?
like a
Come on, guys.
Flash-based Adventure Time MOBA? It's just
There
Jesus.
is. There is.
There's a Cartoon Network MOBA, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an Adventure Time one. It's pretty good.
I just want a
Fucking
Red
God.
Dwarf MOBA. Come on, guys, get on it. Just make one.
A Red Dwarf MOBA.
oh
yeah,
man,
might as well.
I would
Would you
so
play
play a
as?
Red Dwarf MOBA.
There's only
Would you
5-6
really?
characters.
And everyone
Yeah.
want to play
No,
as
you
that.
can have
Palette
like
swap.
you could have minor characters. You could have both Hollies, and you could have Captain Hollister, and you could have like actually no, let's
Queeg.
not.
Have
Don't put
Queeg.
Kachansky. Yeah,
Queeg.
Queeg is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could put like the polymorph in it as well.
Mr. Flibble.
Mr.
Mr.
Flibble.
Flibble.
Man, there's loads of good characters you could have.
I've
Fucking
been making money right now, guys. Let's get on this
Come
Red
on.
Dwarf MOBA.
I'll send an email to the
So
BBC.
good.
What about
Strongly worded
GLA
that email,
MOBA?
don't forget.
I was going to say, when we do the non-existent game jam that's never happening, someone should make a GLA MOBA.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure if it's a formal game jam or whether we could just like spend a weekend making games, having
Yeah,
some
that
people
sounds
make
better
games,
than calling it a game jam.
and then basically using whatever tool you want. So we have Construct 2, Multimedia Fusion, Game Maker, RPG Maker. I know Happy Man loves Zelda Classic.
Yes.
He's going to make a Zelda Classic game.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah,
I think we should-
is there
I
more
think
than
we should
two
do it, like-
people who would participate in
I think
this?
we should all do it.
I
in a
do.
row,
I
actually.
can't make video games.
I'd
No,
like
that's the whole
to,
point.
but
You
I'm
get
not gonna have the time or-
Construct 2, and then you
I'm
just
an idea guy.
point and
Yeah.
click.
Use
Yeah.
tools that are for people who don't know how to make the
Like
video games.
honestly,
Mitch.
anyone can make a shit video game in Construct 2 in like 30 minutes. It's so easy,
Grand.
and the free version is free. Oh god, I'm turning into freaky.
And the free version is free, is it?
Mhm,
I see.
mhm, yeah.
What, free as in free or free as in free?
Freedom isn't free, hack freaky.
It's
Freedom
it's
isn't
not
free.
it's
It
not
costs $1.05.
free Libre software released under a GNU license, so it's not technically free. But anyway,
What?
is there any other news on here? I want to mention the Soma thing. Soma got like a 12-minute. You notice how like some shit games have like pre-rendered trailer or live action trailer. Soma, no. 12 fucking minutes of gameplay, pure gameplay, nothing else.
Oh, really?
And it
'Cause
looks great.
The first
forgot
couple
about
of Soma
Soma.
trailers were like live action.
The
stuff,
first couple of
so-
Soma trailers were like led into like an alternate reality game of some sort.
Shawnee was talking
So what
about
is
ARG a
Soma
lot.
about? Because the last thing I saw was a robot that thought it was a guy.
Yeah,
That was the last
it's
trailer
still
I saw
kind
of
of
it.
about that, to be honest. And it's about other things as well.
What
Well,
does
the
Soma
end of
stand
Soma-
for?
It was a drink of the Indian gods of some Indian mythology. You know, so like it was really good.
There's lots of stuff
Uh,
named after it.
They might. Do you think
Name
they
one.
mean more that or
Soma.
the Brave New World Soma?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it might be a
it's
Brave New
Drug
World
and Brave New
reference.
World.
It's something along those lines. Something that could be described as like an elixir or a drug or,
If
you know.
I'm wrong about it, blame never mind.
Will there be a pre-order bonus to change the Soma liquid into Mountain Dew?
Why would that be a pre-order bonus?
Because I bought it from GameStop.
I think every time Mao ends a sentence in "never mind," I should take a drink. Just because I need it. Next.
Konami apologizing about fuck Konami.
Fuck Konami. I knew
Okay.
Konami would be
Fuck
the next.
Konami.
Oh, okay. Who's going to be the next studio to just die? I'm betting Ubisoft.
Capcom.
As soon as
Capcom,
no, no, no.
Ubisoft's already dead.
Capcom's got monster money. They're not going
And
to.
they've got Street Fighter money.
I completely
Ubisoft have a lot of money from like
No.
releasing yearly sequels.
As soon as Assassin's Creed starts to dip, they're fucked.
I gotta be really.
What else
I,
do they have?
Nothing.
I completely forgot
They
that
have
Capcom
Watch
made Monster
Dogs,
Hunter.
dipshit.
No, they don't. No one
Rayman.
gives a shit about Watch Dogs anymore.
Rayman, Tom
Rayman.
Clancy.
No one cares
Tom
about Rayman.
Clancy.
I
No one
care
cares
about
about
Rayman.
Rayman.
They do have Tom
Yeah, but
Clancy.
if they
There's another
don't,
Tom
it doesn't
Clancy game
sell.
coming out.
So it doesn't matter.
Wait a second. What did that Tom Clancy game set? What the fuck? Which one was that?
Which one were you thinking of?
Splinter Cell.
It's real
Fine.
specific.
Yeah, hold on. Because I've never heard of it.
I mean, I think it'll be one of the minor publishers that will go.
Are there
to be
any
honest.
double A's left to get rid of? Because it
From
was double
Software
A,
is
Death
next.
Time. No,
Like,
from
who
okay.
published
From
Bioshock
Snacks.
Infinite? Take
Take
no.
Two. I
Take
guess.
Two.
Yeah, Take
They're
Two.
not
No,
going
Take
anywhere.
Two.
Like Take Two have GTA, but that's
Yeah.
like all they have. I'm pretty sure.
That
This
can
is
keep going
good
for
enough
good.
for
Yeah,
them.
but that can keep
And
And they
going
got
for
sports
fucking
game.
ever,
They
though.
got sports games as well.
Take Two
Yeah,
have
that's
XCOM.
They have Borderlands, which
Civ as
bafflingly
well.
sells well.
Ubisoft have no sports games. Their casual money is starting to dry up because no one's buying Just Dance. Or
It could be
whatever.
Hey, you
Ubisoft
pay
next.
50
Ubisoft
bucks
is
for
next.
upgrades in a single player game, Mitch. It's totally viable business
The thing
model.
is, the Ubisoft won't die suddenly. They'll just go the way of Activision Blizzard, I think, in that they'll just slowly kind of become
Just
shit.
merger.
Yeah.
They're already
Well, this
shit.
is-
Well, no, but they'll
Yeah.
slowly cease to exist over
The
time.
question is, are they going to die,
Become
or are they just going to transition to something else? Because Konami have transitioned into something completely different.
I don't
Yeah.
think Ubisoft can go to mobile, and that's the only place they could go.
Because if they don't transition, if they actually die, then people will buy the IPs from them, and you'll still
Yeah.
see games.
You know what they should do? They
know.
should make an Ubisoft MOBA with all of the Ubisoft characters that I
Oh,
love,
All the
like,
Assassin's
wait.
Creed
like
protagonists.
trench coat guy from Watch Dogs.
Rayman, at least. We've got Rayman,
No.
right?
That
All
sounds
the
pretty good.
subsets of
fuck
rabbits.
Rayman. Include the rabbits.
Yeah.
But don't
Rayman's-
put anyone
Rayman's a
from
fun
Beyond
game.
Good and Evil in, because that game
No.
doesn't exist.
That game doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Make them like the
Expect it at
announcer.
this year's E3.
No, I refuse.
Expect Jade to be replaced with Jade Raymond.
God.
Oh my
Jade
god.
Raymond.
Jade Rayman. That's why she got the job.
It's Doug Bowser, but
This has
Completely the
turned
opposite.
into some pointless
Would
bullshit.
you be able to play as what's her name, Aisha Tyler in the
God.
Ubisoft
Oh, that's
MOBA?
who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Aisha Tyler.
What would Aisha Tyler do if Ubisoft goes under? Maybe she'd have to.
No,
Isn't she like funny
still
outside
play
of
an archer.
Ubisoft?
I
That
like
Tom-
Aisha Tyler. I just don't
Yeah,
like her on
exactly. She'd have to
Ubisoft.
go back to like being funny.
That
to be
Tom
fair.
Clancy game I was talking about was the Activision has
If
anyone heard
Ubisoft
of any,
went away, then Tom
like,
Clancy
fucking
would
free?
finally be allowed to die and stop
Rest
spinning
in
in his
peace.
grave.
Oh, yeah, he is already dead.
No, someone would just pick up the IP.
God, I hope Ubisoft
EA.
dies soon.
EA picks it up.
Probably, yeah.
I actually hope all of the big video game companies die soon, and most of the
Are
small
Activision
ones.
still around?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but they
Yeah.
they make very little.
Activision has
They
been
make
working
very
with,
little.
like,
Off the biggest
Defense or
MMO and the
Not
biggest
true.
first-person shooter.
The
in
biggest
yeah,
MMO
they
that's constantly declining, and the biggest
Still the
first-person
biggest.
shooter that's constantly declining.
That's like saying Nintendo are dying because they're not making as much money as they normally do.
Yeah.
And they still have like however
Yeah,
much.
but Nintendo still
stored in
has
bank.
creative people at their company, whereas
Uh-huh,
Activision.
Creative
all those
people does not
Mario
mean money.
games.
Yeah, but
Aren't
Activision
Activision-
have basically alienated all of their
Have
talented. Yes,
Aren't
they
they-
have.
I thought you
I
were
have
going to say
no
customers
information
don't
on
mind.
that. I would not make that
Is-
statement at all.
Isn't Activision still making mad bank on like Skylanders?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Actually,
Skylanders,
Skylanders
they're still
makes
making-
a shitload of money.
They still
No
make money
question.
from StarCraft. They still make money from WoW.
Yeah.
They still make money from COD. They still make money from Guitar Hero when they
I
bother
think
to release one.
In
So-
in 5 years, Activision will.
I
No.
will take
Okay,
you up
hey,
on
I
that.
have a
I'm not
question.
saying
No.
they'll be gone, but what I'm saying is that they'll basically be irrelevant.
No.
They
No,
might
they're
kind
already
of,
irrelevant.
They might shift into different companies again because they merged obviously to make Activision Blizzard. When was it? Vivendi? It's not Vivendi, is it? Or is it?
They bought themselves out, though.
yeah.
So they're free from Vivendi.
Oh,
I have
are
a
they?
question.
Oh,
I have a
don't
question.
know.
Do people still play Call of Duty? Like,
Nobody
is it still
plays
a popular
Call of
game?
Duty.
Yes,
Well,
but
what
Yes.
it's much less popular than it was
But,
at its
like,
peak.
what is the
People didn't-
popular FPS game now?
People
Then-
didn't like.
Probably still Call of Duty.
Still
Do
Call of
people
Duty.
I wouldn't
and
say it's
Battlefield.
less popular. Like the
What about
pre-orders keep
Counter-Strike?
going up each
They
year.
do. People,
No,
a
the
lot of
numbers
people
are
didn't like
keep
Advanced
going up. What are you
Warfare.
talking about? They've been going down.
Do you think all the
I
like?
read-
DC
we're going
sales.
Do you think the big hype for Call of Duty has just translated over to League of Legends or whatever?
No.
No, League
Sure.
of Legends has got a
That's a
good
completely
40
different audience.
years
Because
of
COD
printing
is
money
still
ahead of it.
a console game and is still most popular in
I'm
consoles.
pretty sure.
I'm saying
the
like you
sales-
hear a lot less about Call of Duty, but
You
The
hear a
sales
the
lot
people
less
who
about
play Call of
everything
Duty, they
happen.
don't have it. They don't have anything
Yeah.
else to play. So what do they play?
They
The
don't.
sales of-
This is the thing, because the people that play Call of Duty and play it reliably are the people who buy like 3 games a year. They buy FIFA or Madden or whatever it is, and Call of Duty, and another game which, like
And
Assassin's Creed or something.
Dimension Neptunia, yeah.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, but,
It's
like,
making
what are-
Princess 3.
Oh, I'm still in high school.
It's still got the biggest marketing budgets. It's still got the largest pre-orders. It's still doing well. A lot of people didn't
It's
like
just-
Advanced Warfare last year, though.
It's just
because it was-
you don't
they
hear
actually
about it
made
anymore.
it
I don't know why.
different.
I liked
gonna
it because I could hold Kevin Spacey's hand.
And Kevin Spacey.
I could hold X to pay respects.
Yeah, you can hold X to pay respect, and then
Alright.
you can double
Okay,
jump and other
okay.
stuff which people didn't like.
By the
Doesn't
way,
matter.
right, I just want to point out that Call of Duty Ghosts sold less than Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And then
Which
the
sold
next
less than Black Ops.
Yeah, and then the next Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, sold less than Call of Duty Ghosts.
By
and
how
it's
much?
like I think it's like around 25% each time.
Oh shit!
27.
Okay.
27 for Advanced
Wow,
Warfare,
that's
but
a
it's
big
still the
drop.
top selling game of the US retail.
Yeah.
So it's on the decline, but it's still
It's
huge.
interesting because similar things happen with Guitar Hero if you look
Yeah,
at it, because they
they're
milked
doing the
Guitar
same
Hero
thing
really
to Call of
quickly.
Duty that they did to Guitar Hero.
But
I don't know about
COD has
that.
obviously lasted quite a bit longer.
When
The
year Guitar Hero crashed, they released something ridiculous, like I think three.
It's like 3 games.
3 games. 3
Yeah,
Guitar
spin-offs
Hero
in a
games.
mainline series game.
guess
And
Yeah,
like
but there's-
Band Hero and
There's
other stuff.
shitloads of Call of Duty spin-off games as well.
Are
Call
there are.
No,
Yeah,
there's
there
the
are.
handhelds, I suppose.
of
There's
Duty
no portable
Strike
handheld
Team,
stuff.
Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. There's tons of them. What are you
I
talking
think
about?
those are
What?
expansions.
Yeah,
Whatever
there's
they
like DLC
are.
packs or something.
Those are
Yeah.
like DLC packs, yeah. And they still make Mad Bank on DLC packs as well, so...
Bringing back to Guitar Hero and how Activision killed it by releasing 3 of the same game a year, Ubisoft are killing Assassin's Creed by releasing 3 Assassin's Creed games
Yeah,
a year.
exactly.
So yeah, Ubisoft will be the next
Did
dead.
you know that there was
Ubisoft would
already
kill
an
Assassin's
game
Creed
this year?
by releasing one Assassin's Creed game because it was stillborn. The whole series was stillborn. There's nothing good about
The
it.
first one had potential.
The first
I
one
like the
was
first one.
so boring. I uninstalled
I
it,
like
and then
the
I
ambition.
uninstalled 3 unrelated games as well because I was so bored. I uninstalled, like, I don't know, Bioshock or something.
Are we done?
Yes,
Talking about
we're done.
publishers.
Is
don't
there
know,
any
are we
other
talking
news?
about publishers?
Should we go to the next segment?
This podcast is long as fuck.
Yeah, let's go to the next segment.
What's the next segment?
That's not my food yet.
I believe it's the conundrum.
Okay.
Catsman's conundrum.
I
go.
have to look up in my big stockpile of conundrums that I have.
You don't have a big
If
stockpile
you
of
don't have one, I
conundrums.
have one.
I
No,
do
don't.
have a big stockpile of conundrums.
Please let this conundrum not be bad.
Don't
I
pick a
love how
bad
Mal
one.
like praise every time.
Because I like a good conundrum.
Did you know
Don't
anyone
die,
who used to
Catsman.
pick Yoshi in Mario Kart and grew up to be gay? No,
Yeah, that was me.
No.
that's not the conundrum.
No,
No, because nobody I knew picked Yoshi in Mario Kart, so I guess I don't have any gay friends.
You know anyone who's autistic can pick Shy Guy.
Sean,
I'm
Sean
sure.
likes
Mal.
Luigi, so I think Luigi is like the gay character then.
And
Luigi's
your,
not gay.
your sample size is 1 for this.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I only know one gay guy, so
I'm not autistic.
Okay.
Not
one
touching
was
it.
Sandbag it,
accusing
shut
you,
up.
Mel?
Have I asked you which beloved games from your childhood are kind of shit in retrospective? Have I asked that one or not?
No.
Turok, I guess. I like Turok.
you like
Evolution.
Turok? Oh my god.
Wait,
you
we
are,
liked
you are.
shit things when we were children. Whatever.
I think, doesn't this fall under do games age? Because...
Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
I've already had that
Different.
question before.
No, that's a
I
different
like
question.
this one a
I
lot.
gotta
Let's
say-
do this one.
Pokemon Red and Blue.
No, I don't know.
Those games
I
are
mean,
bad, man.
they've aged worse compared to other Pokemon games, especially Gold and Silver. But
Wait, Gold and Silver is amazing today, but you know.
yeah, I've wondered if
Back, come
like
back.
I've not gone back and played Golden Sun. I kind of want to, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried that I just hate it. I know I liked the story of Golden Sun a lot as a kid, and I know that
it's not good.
Yeah, the
No.
story of Golden Sun
It's
is
really
just
bad.
shit.
Fish,
But
I have the same worry about Persona
I played
3.
it. I played through it. I played through Golden Sun this year actually, the first one, and I used the speed up function of the emulator to speed past all the cutscenes, but
Oh god,
like,
that would make it so much more tolerable.
it would. But like the puzzles and the dungeons and everything are fucking awesome today, and I'm gonna play the second one now, which also has amazing dungeons. And
The
stuff,
second
so-
one's way better than the first,
Yes, it
actually.
is.
When I played through all the Mega Drive games, a lot of the games I liked were like, hey, this is garbage. Hot
It is.
garbage.
Any ones that stick out?
I really didn't enjoy Golden Axe anymore.
Yeah.
Well, Golden
it's,
Axe is-
it's
Golden
true.
Axe is not a good game.
If
It's
you
like
go back
one
to Golden
button,
Axe,
and that's
when
the
he
fucking
visited,
game.
and it was pretty poor.
like
And,
Golden Axe
I was
at
like-
the after school club where you get to play the dwarf is amazing. Golden Axe right now, 2015, not amazing.
Yeah,
No,
it's
like,
not good at all.
me and Moogle played Golden Axe at his house, and I was like, man, that game. I remember that being pretty good when we played it.
There are things
and-
that I like about it, and it was kind of a very arcadey game for the time it was released, which was like, oh my god, arcade games in the house!
And
My
after
God.
that, we played Bonanza Brothers, and it was way better.
We played Bonanza Brothers, and we played
Oh yeah,
Altered
Baldur
Beast
Bros is
and-
pretty good.
We beat all
and
of these.
finished it somehow.
Is Altered
Jesus,
Beast
that
still
game.
good? Or
No, no.
Because I mean, I know Happy Man loves Altered Beast, or at least he did last I spoke
He
of it.
No.
just knows that it's shit, though. There's a
I know
difference.
it's bad, but I can't help but love
You
it.
can
man.
like things that are shit. You're allowed to like things
The
that are
weird
bad. There's
enemies
nothing
and the-
wrong with that.
the weird enemies, the fucking hilarious voice clips, everything about it. The way your body gets more muscular, but your head stays the same size. Your head never changes size, but your body gets huge. I
Jesus,
just
that
love
was the
everything about
game that was originally packed in with Genesis machines
Yeah.
when you bought it.
Yeah.
Jesus
Also,
Christ.
there's a mid-level cutscene of a guy crucifying a bird. I don't know why, but he is.
Oh, Limes has one.
What?
Sonic
yeah.
Adventure.
Yeah,
Fuck
Sonic
that
Adventure, but
Yeah.
More so every Final Fantasy game. I was big into that when I was a
Ooh.
kid.
I like how
Political.
you say fuck that game, Happy. You wanted me to play that game on stream, you
Yes, I
piece
did.
of fucking shit.
That game's
And I
terrible. though.
refused.
To be
It is-
honest,
it is
like
terrible.
I like the old Sonic games, but they're not as good as I remember them.
Yeah. Sonic 1, 2, and 3 are still good.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
but they're
Sonic
not
won
as good
that
as I
much.
remember them.
No!
I gotta say, Sonic 2006 is a lot of shit. This is starting out a really bad sentence. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
That game is really not that much worse than Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure is
It's
really
really-
bad, and it has a lot of the same
Sonic-
problems that 2006 does.
Sonic 2006 is technically worse, on a technical level than Sonic Adventure, but Sonic Adventure is just shit.
Sonic
Adventure
Like,
just mechanically has a lot of the same problems I've been playing 2006.
Yeah, from like a paper design perspective, it's just bad. It doesn't
Sonic
work.
2006
doesn't translate into 3D.
Sonic 2006 barely holds together.
They only
at all.
started to learn their lesson when they made Sonic and the Secret Rings, because that was the point when they were like, "Oh, well, maybe we should remove an axis from it, or we should remove a degree of freedom, and that will bring it back to the kind of 2D style." But unfortunately, they fucked it up, and the game was garbage.
And they made Sonic Generations, and it was perfect.
One of my
Sonic Generations is lovely.
One of my personal highlights on the Dreamcast is the mouth animation in Sonic Adventure. It is fucking insane.
Hey, Mal,
None of it syncs up at all.
Mal, how would you feel about shitty 3D Sonic games for Wrecking Crew?
Yes.
I've never played.
Well, me and Lane's
good.
have Bagseed Sonic 2006.
I've played Sonic Heroes a little bit. Better than that.
Can't wait for Kingdom Hearts.
Sonic Heroes is such a bad game.
Sonic Adventure is just really frustrating to play, Mal.
But Sonic Heroes would be a bad choice because you have to play through it 4 times and it's kind of the same levels.
I don't have it.
Don't you have to do the same with...
Well, to get the final
if you want to
shit.
get the proper ending, you have to do the same with Sonic Adventure 2, though.
Otherwise, otherwise, if you just want to play for Sonic Heroes as one of the teams, you can do it in like 2 hours. So
I don't want to play Sonic Heroes.
Okay, play Sonic Adventure 1 then, actually play 2 because 2 is the one with Shadow. It's way funnier.
2 is probably
so what is
better.
it now? Kingdom
You're
Hearts,
the faker here.
The trilogy of...
I'll make you eat those words.
Now don't list all your games now.
Okay.
Anyway,
I got someone.
I'd remembered one, but now I've forgotten it. Oh yeah, did anyone here play Jill of the Jungle back in the day?
No.
Oh shit! I remember that game.
Jill of the Jungle was awesome when I was a kid, but
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. When I was a kid, it was
house,
awesome.
And his dad sat me in front of his computer and was like, "You haven't lived until you've played Jill of the Jungle." And it was this shitty action platform where the woman didn't jump right and she threw rocks.
She threw floating knives that came back to you, but sometimes got stuck on the scenery and just sat down. And you could lose them in like a pit of lava or whatever, or just lose them somewhere in a level, and you wouldn't get them back ever. There was like a finite number of like boomerang knives in the entire game.
Oh dear.
Jill of the Jungle was amazing in a shit way.
It really wasn't.
Alternatively, are there any games you replayed that were better than you remember?
The Harry Potter games.
Yeah.
were actually... The thing is, the Harry Potter games start out kind of shit and bare bones, and they have, the ridiculous voice acting and stuff, but over time, you can see it kind of evolve into a competent, like, semi-Zelda clone type game, but with... I played the PC version, so it's PC controls. But then... the random-ass Russian studio that EA farmed out the development of it didn't get the contract, and EA made it, and they made them like beat-em-ups or something, and it was stupid.
They started turning them into shooters, into like Gears of War clones. Yeah.
Yes, it eventually ended up as like a Gears of War clone. So very unhappy about that.
Yeah, I played Prisoner of Azkaban on the GameCube, and it was actually much better than I thought it would be.
For me, recently with the Mega Drive, we played Buck Rogers, which was a really good, like, Bard's Tale kind of game, those old school RPGs.
Ooh, neat.
And I was really surprised how good it was. The port of it to the Mega Drive was pretty good.
No one
else had that good games?
I had Croc when I was a kid, but I didn't like Croc then.
Fuck Croc.
It did. I had Bubsy when I was a kid,
Bubsy.
I didn't really like that one that much either, to be honest.
What about Wiz and Liz?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Freaky even played it. He streamed it.
Yeah, I like Wiz and Liz.
There are quite a few Amiga games I used to play when I was little that I went back to and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this video game? But
when I was little, my dad had a subscription to some Mac magazine, so he got all these demo discs, and so he'd give me all the demo discs to play the game demos off of them, so that he wouldn't have to buy me games. And I don't know how many of those are shit or not.
I played a lot of Commander Keen as a kid, but Commander Keen is still awesome. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I've actually played it, but
Commander
It can't not
Keen.
be awesome still.
Well, the first 3 are debatably awesome. They're kind of really like archaic and weirdly designed, but they are still awesome. And the 4th to 6th ones are awesome. Just plain awesome. I love it.
What else did I play as a kid? Fuck. I actually played the original Alone in the Dark, like way old.
That's
one.
a fantastic game.
The original Resident Evil has not aged well.
No,
Bless
it has
it.
not.
Bless its
That's
little
why
box
you have
tops.
remake.
That's why you have remake, which
Yeah,
is
The
remake
voice
has
acting is
aged
not as good in the remake.
fantastically.
Yeah, I think there's more games I played when I was a kid that turned out to be awesome than that turned out to be shit, generally. Games I
I think you
made
just
I
forgot
thought
about all
were
the shit
awesome but
ones.
turned out to be shit. But,
Or you were just a stupid kid.
all that, yeah.
Oh
No,
no, I remember one. Akuji the Heartless. I liked Akuji the Heartless, and now I played it, and it's awful.
I don't know what that is.
It's
Is
an
it the
IDOS game, and I think it was built in the same engine as something else that's famous.
Is it that PS2 game that you have 7 copies of?
No, that's Chaos Legion. That's sick.
I'm looking at a gameplay video of it right now and it looks awful. It looks terrible.
Uses a modified engine from the other game, Gex Enter the Gecko. Oh, no wonder. That
Gex.
would explain it.
Now,
boy.
I did have Gex when I was a
I
kid,
also
and I
liked Gex.
genuinely liked Gex when I was a kid. I
Gex
thought it was a
3D
cool
Enter the
game.
Gecko I liked.
Do you
I liked
still
that a
like
lot.
Gex?
No, I think it's middle of the road. It's not
Yes.
awful, but I will always forgive Gex Enter the Gecko because it had Danny John Jules in it.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Ah.
Or the
Danny
British
John
version
Jules.
did. The American version had someone else, and it wasn't. What's the
Yeah,
point?
it's
Also-
weird why they do that, because that's why the PAL version of Ape Escape is infinitely better than the NTSC
Yes.
one,
Ape
because
Escape is a game that's amazing if you've not
the
played
voice
it.
acting, the person who did the voice acting for Spectre in the PAL version, he sounds like David Bowie, which is
Yes.
fucking awesome. But in the American version, he sounds like a shitty kid.
I do like Ape Escape. What happened to Ape Escape? Didn't they release like 4 other games?
They released
Jamba
3 sequels
streamed
and
it
Ape
as a
Academy sequels.
Were any of them any
Speedrun,
good?
yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And then
good.
died.
I never played them. I
No.
never played them. Because the first game was basically a tech demo for the dual analog controller, DualShock
Yeah.
analog controller.
Was that
That's all
was
it
that
was.
a Sony or a Konami? Oh, Konami. That
It's
okay?
Sony.
It's
It's Sony.
explained. No, but wasn't there the
No.
Ape Escape in Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's just because
Yeah,
It's
Kojima
a
likes
Sony
Ape Escape.
exclusive. He loves
I
Ape
thought it-
Escape because he's got good taste.
I thought it was Konami. Oh, I guess not.
Nope.
Well, Sony, I guess, abandoned it to make such
They also put
masterpieces
Monster Hunter in
as.
Metal Gear Solid, of course. So
I
They're
don't know,
aware
whatever
of
shit
Ape
games
Escape
Sony
because
makes.
they put fucking Spike in PlayStation All Stars.
yes, they did.
You mean multi-platform All Stars?
I mean, commercial All Stars.
I really liked Tenchu 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 1. I tried to replay them recently. I'm like, these games are awful.
Wait. Oh.
The controls are shit. It fucking runs at a horrible render speed of like 24 frames if you're lucky. Mostly it dips to like 16. And it has the worst tank controls for a ninja game ever made.
Yeah, that's early 3D games for you.
It was worse than other early 3D. It was really, really bad.
Oh, I don't. There are a lot of early 3D games that struggle to even do 30 FPS.
I'm more saddened by the controls being complete arse.
I am now going to move things along because this is the end of this segment.
Okay.
I'm being them out. We have a fan fiction now.
Oh,
What about the what have
I'm
you been
excited.
streaming from?
I'm excited.
No, fuck what have
When the
you
fuck
been
are we gonna talk
streaming?
about a
It's
movie?
I like
boring.
that segment. You're
I
just
like
boring.
boring.
this segment
You're
too.
boring.
It's boring.
What sec?
I
It's
know
short.
what Katz has been doing. He's been speaking about the fact that he's been working on it. Please,
Huh?
Katz.
When are we
about-
gonna talk about a movie? Video game movie.
Wait, yeah, I want to watch
I
a
want
movie.
to talk about an anime movie.
Actually, what about the video game top picks, man?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
do that. Yeah.
Okay. VG charts haven't released the numbers from last time,
Oh,
so we can't do
Splatoon
that.
came out like a week ago, so yeah.
A
a
year
year
ago.
ago.
A year.
So,
Yeah.
do the people who weren't here for last time, do they want to give their numbers from last time?
No. Well, I did it, so I'm not supposed to say anything.
Does anyone even remember what the picks were last time?
Yeah, I do. Shows what you fucking know.
I don't,
Fucking
but
idiot.
I know I'm wrong because Splatoon is now selling relatively well. So
Uh-huh. Fine. The next one, the ones for June, the month of June, are Lego Jurassic World, Batman Arkham Knight, J-Star Victory vs. Plus, Onochan Bara Z2 Chaos, and D4. So,
Can you type those out? I don't know. any of these fucking
D4
games.
last.
That's a
Is J-Star like another one of those Shonen Jump fighting games?
yes.
Oh,
So
fuck.
please
Okay.
put them in your top 3.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, this is the easiest one I've had yet.
Are there
to be
really
honest.
no other games coming out? Or
No.
are you
It's
just
free.
picking anime
This
games
is the
like
free
anime?
E3 dry spot. What
Oh
do you
yeah, that's
expect?
true. Fuck.
What is D4 again?
Dark Dreams Don't Die.
the Swery 64 port to PC.
But if it's coming to Steam, it probably won't even.
And how you do this? If you don't know, you pick the top 3 sellers, not the top 5, only the top 3, and you send them to Animich. Not to us, just to Animich.
Alright, just cut the bomb to have that then.
What, like over Mumble or over Steam?
Over
I've,
Mumble.
I've not heard of J-Star Victory versus. Is it?
You did it again, Mao, you fucking idiot.
It's
Is it
it's a-
like popular or
I think
Yeah.
it's Japan only, isn't it?
No, it's coming out here.
is
Oh.
it popular? That's my question.
Has Goku in it.
I'll put it on.
I'll put it number 1.
Yeah, no, it has Goku in it number 1.
I think Lane's
work?
fucked it. Did you fuck it? I think you fucked it, mate. You meant to double click my name and then a little box will come up and then you put it in there.
I'm not even
right-clicked
putting
if it's sent
D4 on
message.
the list.
Wow. Way to help Sweary out.
I'm not helping
motherfucker.
Swery just by predicting something.
He's
I'm
probably
buying
going to
it.
be number 1 because
Steam
everyone's going
don't
to buy
release
D4.
sales figures.
Yeah,
and it's coming
We
on
have
Steam.
that number though.
Oh, you have the Steam sales figures, don't you?
I
Yeah.
can get the Steam sales figures now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe it'll do okay.
Does J-Star Victory Plus or whatever, does it have any JoJo's in it?
Yes, it has Jonathan and Joseph.
No,
Not
no.
the guy who drops the steamroller.
No.
No.
I like
Does
how
he still
that's
do
how...
Does
yes.
he actually do that on the show? Or
Yes.
just in the
Yes.
game? He does. Where does he get it from?
He finds
From-
it somewhere.
He
He
stops
finds
time
it
and finds
somewhere
it.
and then picks it up and brings it to you.
Stop
Oh.
asking all these difficult questions, Heavy Man.
Yeah.
When I first
Always
saw this,
is it always a steamroller that he drops? Or is it
Yes.
whatever?
He drops it
Yeah.
once.
It has
That's
to be
crazy.
a steamroller.
Are you
Otherwise it
talking
won't
about Dio?
work.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, Cosma. Yeah, I was asking if
Can you spell Dio? Type it in chat. I want to see if you can spell Dio, Mal.
I have to say, I really get a kick out of seeing people.
Oh, he did it right. He got the capital letters. Oh,
Yeah.
he got it right.
I have to say, I get a kick out of seeing people who've only seen the anime and never read the manga saying they like Kakyoin.
Kyun.
does he
Yeah,
always spell
Kakyoin.
spell his name with capital letters?
No,
Yes, 'cause he's
no, it's
motherfucking
only
Dio.
in part 3. In part 1, people just call him Dio Brando, but by part 3, it's just
Maybe,
Because
maybe
everybody
I-
else's name. Because
maybe I should start doing that. Maybe I should start with my first. I should go only by my first name and only with capital letters
Why?
because it's cool.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
I haven't kept up with the anime because I've already read the manga because I don't really care that much.
I would just,
Shit.
if that happened, I would just shout your name always,
Yeah,
forever.
do that. It makes it more intense.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
a very
JoJo's-
intense man.
people pretty much only shout Dio's name.
Yeah, it's true. That's why his name's in capital letters.
Yeah. Alright, is that it?
I'm
While
still
we've been
waiting on
streaming?
Lotion, but I
Oh.
don't even think
I don't
he's
think
here.
I don't think he's
Oh.
here.
Rest
No,
in
that's why
peace,
he's
Lotion.
muted.
Anyway,
Do you want to talk through your picks at all, anyone?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I picked Batman Arkham Knight, Lego Jurassic World, J-Star Victory because I think Japanese people are gonna get the J-Star
did anyone not pick that? Because if so, you're a dingus.
Lane just
D4.
didn't.
Jurassic
D4 on 3.
and
Lane's
D4.
put D4.
Because I'm
Lane's
buying
now
3
put
copies of
D4 on
D4.
list.
Yeah,
shit?
actually,
I
the same
think
thing
maybe
as
probably
Mel.
Japanese people would love D4. So yeah.
D4 is coming out on Steam.
No one loves D4.
Did Deadly Premonition sell well anyway?
No,
No.
it didn't. It was a great
After-
game, but it sold like shit even when they
Not on
re-released it on
release.
PC.
I don't re-release it did well.
I think the re-release did better, but
Yeah, it did better on PC, I think, than it originally did. Also, because there were more people who knew about it at that point, but
yeah.
didn't do great either way.
Freaky,
What do you
your
want?
third pick, you need to clarify which Weeaboo victory bullshit game you're talking about.
Add fiction in the title.
Alright, I see. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's quite obvious, actually. Should we have the fan fiction?
Yes.
Yes. Quite.
Okay.
Oh shit, we didn't do Kickstarter Watch.
Oh my god.
Is there anything
God,
good on
please no.
Kickstarter?
Yeah, we do.
Bard's Tale 4.
Everyone just wants the fan fiction, Mitch. You just keep trying to.
I want to do
draw it out.
Back Bard's Tale 4. You get
So
a free
I'd like
copy
to
of
thank
Wasteland
everyone
2.
from our last podcast who backed Little Devil Inside, because that managed to do it. Shame
No
on
one
you
did.
for not backing the multi-purpose tissue box. You broke that poor woman's heart. But anyway, we have the Game Nanny. For this week's Kickstarter Watch, it's asking for $5,000. It's a little wooden box you put your video games in so your kids can't play them.
Oh wow!
It's basically a safe. This woman has invented a safe.
That's really nice. That is, because as you can see, it's got like kind of sticking out bits of wood that aren't like correctly attached, and then it's got like a random ass blue hinge there, and it's got like a shelf for your iPad, which I didn't have until now.
You say to safe this woman has created. It appears to be a man named John Messingale.
In the video,
Yes,
it shows.
don't judge him.
In the video,
Live
it
his life how he
shows like pictures with arrows pointing to the box, but it doesn't show them actually in the box.
Because they haven't ironed it out. If they put things in the box, it's stuck in there forever.
Oh shit!
So and John Massingale got his like children to be in the video, and it makes like a ping noise when they appear on the screen.
But like,
They're
you
pretty
can
good
already
actors,
manage
though.
like playtime, can't you?
And
on the new consoles
basically,
and stuff,
the
parental
guy's
thing?
sitting there next to this shitty wooden box that he's created on a shitty wooden table, and he's sitting like in a chair that's just slightly too small. And
Is this not you just parent? I guess that's also a solution.
Is this for like parents who have who don't like their kids have their video games in their room or something? Because like all my consoles were in the family room, so if I wanted to play video games when I wasn't supposed to, I'd just sneak down at 2 a.m. and turn the volume way down.
I did
He has a lot of high hopes for this. He's got a website for it as well. I like the man's picture. If you click his profile image, he's a very... I don't know. What kind of look would you say that is that man's giving the camera?
My opinion is that
it's like he's trying to hold a 5-pence piece between his butt cheeks.
It's basically child abuse to limit children's exposure to video games. That's my opinion. Hey man, I was allowed to play as many video games as I liked, and I did, and I turned out at least mediocre.
Turned out a complete dingus.
New study recommends limiting kids to 1 hour of video games per day. This is what he has. This is what he has on his website as like evidence.
I recommend no video games forever.
And it has someone. Researchers in the UK surveyed nearly 5,000 boys and girls aged 10 to 15. They found that kids who spent less than an hour a day playing games ranked the highest in terms of peer attention, peer relationships, attention, and overall satisfaction with life.
I'm reading through this. It
doesn't link to that.
New study because parents do it all the fucking time.
It doesn't link to the study.
Yeah, it's just one of these bullshit news stories. But I do agree that I'm also unhappier because of video games. But maybe that's because video games have made me enlightened.
Well,
maybe
exception, Mal, not the rule.
Maybe if I just not played any video games, I would have run around outside and hit my head, and then I would have just been like a really stupid kid for the rest of my life. Because of video games, I got interested in computers, and then it was science, and now look at me. I'm a fucking mess. Video games ruined my life. Thanks, video games.
My parents limited my video game time, and now I'm a neat who lives at home, so this guy might be really onto something.
If only you had a little wooden box. It doesn't work! This idea doesn't work!
What?
Don't worry. I'm in the same situation as you, but my parents didn't limit my video game time, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, basically, it doesn't have any effect
I'm reading the how does it work. Apparently, you need to have trust in your child because they have to put the item back after a certain amount of time.
What you should do is give them a little collar that just, if the time overlaps, it gives them a continuous electric shock until it detects that the thing's been put back in the box.
Continuous.
How can it
get back if it's passing on the ground?
It's continuous and it increases in intensity. And I mean, honestly, it's their fault if they didn't put the game back in the box. It would give you a little warning. It would give you a little warning. How about that?
Countdown timer runs on screen and audible warning at 5 minutes and 1 minute.
Just a big old siren going.
Okay, I'll read how this works in the little bullet points. How does it work? Child enters PIN and chooses which door to check out from. If time is within allowed window, child can open door and start the timer. Countdown timer runs on screen, an audible warning at 5 minutes and 1 minute. Child returns tablet or device and uses keypad to check in. If check is in late, GNB charges a time penalty against the next day. Parents check GNB status and contents at the end of the day. If device is missing, parents can penalize or block users for X days.
That's great, but that they block users from opening the box when the kids already got their possession out of the box.
Yeah.
So basically, this is like something that you'd use if you can't discipline your own children, only it makes you have to discipline your own children.
It's like an attempt to streamline parenting, but it makes it way more complicated. It's like, just take the thing away from your kid if you don't want them to have it.
Little Billy's like, oh, I forgot the PIN number. And then, you've got all this, like, fuck you, little Billy, why can't you remember anything? How are you going to be an adult? How are you going to remember internet passwords or bank numbers and shit? Fuck you, little Billy.
If you do not want your child to have something, it is within your power to make him not have it.
If you do not want your child to do something, all you have to do is, like, do it yourself.
I'm reading the rewards. Pledge $5,000, you'll get a granny box and a trip to Puerto Rico. $5,000
includes airfare for 2.
What?
Transportation from San Juan and 3 nights in Ocean View.
They couldn't think of any other rewards, so
it's like Game Nanny box,
trying to sell
Game Nanny box, T-shirt, Puerto Rico.
This guy maybe he's trying to sell his trip he can't take now, and he has to try to sell it by
the goal is $5,000. He doesn't give a shit about the Game Nanny box. All he wants is to sell his fucking tickets to Puerto Rico that he doesn't want.
We know your game, John Maskell. We're gonna put this game in the Game Nanny box so you can't sell it to anyone.
On that note, we'll have the fanfiction now.
Okay.
We've got to get into the same cell, I said, in a proactive revolutionary voice of the 99%. I know, said Tonks eventually. I'll use my metamorphagus powers to grow big proletarian muscles and push down this fucking wall of capitalist oppression. I heard the sound of her growing and then a ripping sound. Oh no, she said. When I grew my muscles, my clothes got tattered and I'm naked now. I don't want to have to be concerned with a concept as bourgeois as modesty while we're in a life or death situation. You can be mature about my body, can't you? Don't worry, I never stare at girls, I said, truthfully. I'm way too sophisticated and focused on class struggle to pay much attention to their enticing body parts. That's good, said Tonks nakedly. You know, it's amazing how different you are than most teenage boys. Most boys your age only care about boobs and sex, but you're entirely focused on securing communist freedom for the working class proletariat. Yeah, I know, I said humbly in a working man's voice. I try not to make a big deal about it because the cause of socialist revolution is much more fucking important. Still, you pushing the wall by yourself might not be enough. I hate to talk about something as bourgeois as my appearance, but I'm basically a hunk now. It turns out flying around on a broomstick playing Quidditch all day is really good for building your wizard muscles. What are you suggesting? Asked Tonks progressively. I'll push on one side of the wall, and you push on the other side, I explained in an anti-imperialist way. That way, we'll rotate the wall around like with the secret passages in that fucking bourgeois computer game The Sims 3 World Adventures. We did that. I pushed on the wall with my big, masculine muscles, while Tonks pushed the other way, and he turned around easily due to our proletarian strength. My heart swelled knowing the revolutionary will of the fucking people was being fulfilled rebelliously. I unlustfully looked upon Tonks as she stepped out behind the wall, and her muscles shrunk down to normal, restoring her incredible nude figure with no clothes on. I'm glad to hear it sounds like you've embraced communism, she said, as I paid no attention to her magnificent exposed breasts with their erect nipples. I've come to realize it's the only thing which will set the proletariat free from fucking bourgeois capitalism. So have I I said awesomely, and I pulled off my sweatband, proletarianly revealing the fucking hammer and sickle on my forehead. We've got to get the fuck out of here, said Tonks rebelliously. But how? I turned away from her and walked over to the window. Of course, I didn't find it difficult to pry my eyes off her gorgeous nude body because I wasn't distracted by it and wasn't really looking at it that much anyway. I looked out through the bourgeois bars in the window that were capitalistically exploiting us and down at the ground of the fucking island Azkaban was on. Hey, I've got an idea, I said, proletarianly. Let's use our strengths to pull out all but one of these bars and then use the last one to rappel down from the fucking wall of the prison. That's a great idea, said Tonks awesomely. And we did that with the strengths of the people! Once the iron bars of oppression were tossed onto the floor, Tonks turned to me with her teats jiggling, although I wasn't distracted by that because I wasn't influenced by rape culture. What are we going to rappel with? She asked me in a working class way. The sweatband should be a good start, I said, and I snapped it and tied it to one end of the bar that was still in the window of capitalism. Well, that's clearly not enough to get all the way down, said Tonks as I paid no attention to the bush between her legs as it flashed different colours. I'll take off my trousers, I said, without bourgeois hesitation. I pulled them down, exposing my communist underwear with marks and angles on a fucking red background. We tied one leg to the other end of the sweatband, but it still didn't go down far enough. I took off my shoes and socks, and then we added the shoelaces and socks to the proletarian rope. Tonks nakedly climbed out the window and down the rope, but then came back up a moment later. It's still not long enough, she said. We need the underwear. I dropped my boxers, not hesitating to give up everything for the fucking revolution. I think Tonks was a little surprised and perhaps turned on by the size and girth of my enormous penis, but she didn't say anything as she took the communist red boxers. I looked down the window as Tonks climbed down the rope with her nude body being naked. She tied my boxers to the end and the rope became just long enough. She went the rest of the way down and jumped onto the island ground of capitalistic oppression. So, I started to rebelliously climb down the proletarian clothes rope out of the window of fucking Azkaban. Being naked didn't make me feel at all humiliated, as I was thinking of how the revolutionary will of the fucking people would help the proletariat and the bourgeois would die in a fire. I wasn't aroused either, although you might have thought I was based on my penis. However, I didn't have an erection at all and was just that big normally. I got to the bottom of the communist rope and went onto the ground in a revolutionary way. I was about to pull down the boxers so I would at least have underwear on, but then some imperialist dementors came around the wall. Me and Tonks had no choice but to run away naked with no clothes on. Fortunately, running in an exposed state from bourgeois actors really made me feel the workers' struggle. I knew now that I completely understood the class struggle firsthand. How are we going to get off this fucking imperialist island? I asked Tonks in a socialist voice. I hear that Hildegard has a big fucking broomstick in her office, replied Tonks as her boobs bounced around with her running around, although I wasn't really looked at that. Let's go inside and fucking steal it for the people. So, we went into the front door of Azkaban and up to Hildegard's fucking bourgeois office. Tonks walked ahead of me, giving me a perfect view of her toned ass, which I wasn't distracted by. That elitist bourgeois lesbian Hildegard gawked at Tonks' amazing nude body. Oh my god, my panties are wet, screamed Hildegard in a voice of capitalistic decadence. You're not going back into your cell until I have sex with you. Hildegard started excitedly to pull off her clothes, exposing her fat, ugly body. Of course, not all fat people are ugly, and in some cases fat is beautiful, but this was one of those cases, and Hildegard really was ugly, but not because she was fat. As Hildegard looked down to begin removing her humongo granny panties, Tonks sexily kicked her in her ugly flabby chest. Hildegard fell onto the floor like an oppressive beached whale, and I ran into the room proletarianly. You can't defeat fucking capitalism, Potter! She yelled as I pulled the big fucking broomstick off the wall. The big fucking broomstick had seating for 5 people on it due to bourgeois excess. I climbed onto it, which was awkward with my shaft and balls being free, but I wasn't concerned with that like some kind of bourgeois elitist would be. Tonks got on behind me, wrapping her arms around my chest and non-sexually pressing her sexy tits into my back. "Let's get the fuck out of here," I declared awesomely and kicked off the ground. Tonks tightened her grip on me and wrapped her legs around mine. The average teenage boy would have been incredibly turned on by this point, but Tonks could see that I was committed to the proletariat in my penis, which she could see was not aroused from over my shoulder. Not that I was impotent or anything. "No! You'll never get away!" screamed Hildegard, chasing after us in nothing but her granny panties, while her ugly fat bounced around uglily in a flabby way. But she couldn't stop the fucking will of the working class people of the proletariat revolutionary moment. We flew out of the door of capitalistic Azkaban and out over the ocean. As Hildegard reached the end of the island, a proletarian shark came out of the water and started to eat her. "You stinking rats will never seize the means of production," she yelled bourgeoisly as the shark ate her socialistically. "No, you'll never get away. You can't defeat fucking capitalism, Potter." For a long time, we flew over the fucking ocean with no land in sight. Eventually, we got to Scotland, which ought to be independent, and landed proletarianly next to an abandoned wizard shack. By now, I had half forgotten I was naked and didn't find it arousing at all. Not that I'd found it arousing earlier or anything. "Harry, you must return to Hogwarts now," said Tonks wisely. "I'll go off to fight the fucking corporate bourgeois on my own." "I want to go with you," I insisted, because I wanted to be part of bringing down capitalism, and definitely not because I wanted to spend more time around Tonks in her incredibly nude form with breasts and nipples. "No, Harry, you must fight capitalism at Hogwarts," Tonks told me. "Your proletarian student comrades need you." I nodded tearfully, knowing she was right. As in correct, not as in right wing, which she clearly wasn't. Then she gave me a big hug with her bulbous boobs pressed against my chest naked. When she started to playfully bite at my earlobe, I realized what she wanted, and let my dick become erect. We went down on the sand of the sandy beach which had sand. I got on top of her, on the sand of the sandy beach, and moved my 9-inch penis into her cooch. Our bodies locked together on the beach, naked, because our clothes were gone in Azkaban, where we had sacrificed them for the people. For the people! I pumped my semen into her, just like how I would pump class consciousness into the fucking proletariat. Then a big wave rushed over us romantically, just as I had an incredible orgasm, which wasn't a big deal for me, because I had fucking awesome sex all the time. I just didn't talk about it much because the fucking class struggle was so much more fucking important. It was beautiful how we made love on the sand while having nothing except each other's bodies, and also the big fucking broomstick off to the side. We got up off the ground of the beach, which had sand on it. Tonks walked away from me, turned back, smiled, and then mounted the big fucking broomstick. I waved comradely as she flew away in a socialist way. Once she disappeared into the distance, I went into the wizard house and saw there was a fireplace in it. I took some flue powder from nearby, threw it into the fire, and went into the fire that the flue powder was in. I knew I had to reappear at Hogwarts somewhere, where someone who I could trust was there, so I said, "Hagrid's cabin," in a working class voice. I came out of the fucking fireplace in Hagrid's fucking house with fucking Hagrid in it. I got up communistically off the floor and brushed the soot off my toned naked body with muscles on it and no clothes at all. Blimey, Harry, where are your fucking clothes?" asked Hagrid to me. "They're in fucking Azkaban," I explained, gloriously. "I had to sacrifice them to escape Azkaban for the fucking people." "Well, I'm sorry about that," said Hagrid. "But that's what happens when you get involved with the revolutionary movement. If you associate with criminals, don't be surprised when you end up in prison." "You think we're the fucking criminals?" I yelled outrageously in a voice of the proletariat. "What do you think of the fucking capitalist bourgeoisie, imperialist corporations of fucking capitalism?" "Democratist forms of government are the problem," said Hagrid in a reactionary voice. "Democratism is when any power is given to the common people who don't deserve it. Once you give power to the mob, they can just vote all the money out of the treasury. That's why democracy leads to communism. Absolute monarchy is the only way." "What?" I said, in a voice of the poor people who are poor because of capitalism. You're a fucking monarchist! Yes, said Hagrid in a monarchist way. Then he opened up his fucking vest to reveal a purple shirt with a crown on it and with the words "Keep calm and support the monarchy." How the fucking fuck can you support the monarchy? I progressively shrieked in a socialist voice. Your communist movement is really scary and radical to normal people like me, explained Hagrid with his false consciousness. It's making people think differently, and these new ideas are too strange and shocking. I started to wonder how this could all happen, but then I realized it was just a natural result of democracy. All forms of democracy lead to tyranny, like what happened in the horrible far-left French Revolution. That's when all this fucking trouble started. The fucking French Revolution wasn't even a revolution of the fucking proletariat. It was a revolution of the fucking bourgeoisie. Fuck you fucking far-right reactionary. I turned to march out of Hagrid's fucking house and up to the Great Hall. Hey, wait, yelled Hagrid to me after I was halfway across his monarchist pumpkin patch. You can't go to the school with those fucking clothes on. Just watch me, I said, turning around boldly to face Hagrid with my wang swinging around in the open air like what poor colonized people in South Korea who couldn't afford clothes experienced daily. If bourgeois modesty held me back, I'd still be in fucking Azkaban right now. There are fucking first years up there, Hagrid replied responsively. Well, all right. I suppose I should pick my battles, and challenging bourgeois modesty is nowhere near as important as destroying fucking capitalism, I said, proletarianly. So I picked up one of Hagrid's pumpkins and held it so the pumpkin part was over my enormous penis, and the stem went between my legs and curved around to cover my socialist butt crack. Then I began walking up to Hogwarts, carrying the pumpkin with me over my fucking privates.
Bravo. Well, I know
was
that
an
I'm
experience.
erect right now.
It's a very sexually charged episode.
I'm impressed that it's still like there's still new jokes in it. It's not just like, you know, oh, I did this proletarianly.
Yeah.
I had to pause the recording and laugh for a whole minute when before they have sex, he's talking about how the beach has sand in it, and he just cuts to this like, we lay down on a sandy beach that had sand on it, and then afterwards he mentions the sand just one more time. He just throws it in there. It broke me.
It's unfailingly redundant. It never misses a chance to be redundant.
Sand on the sandy beach,
which had sand on it.
Naked nude body. Also, Hagrid opening up his shirt to a purple shirt.
You can't support the monarchy.
Also, when Harry gets really mad, I'm trying to channel Mao now.
Yes.
I'm basing my Mad Harry on Mao.
Fucking economy. The fucking economy conversation you had with him.
Yeah, when he gets mad, Mao kind of goes like this and bares his teeth and, like, you know, like says everything with his teeth.
He does as well. He does.
He does. He's not wrong.
He does.
Oh, Kat, I really like your girl voice as well.
My girl voice is
That's
just
creeping now.
It's just Dodds' girl voice.
Oh,
if
God.
you've ever seen him stream a game with female characters, they all have the exact same voice, and they all sound like that.
Didn't his dad come in once when he did that?
I'm relatively sure, yes. Does his dad thinks he's strange in a lot of ways? That is just one of them.
Accurate.
Has his dad seen the pictures?
I think so. I think his family have more respect for him after that than less. The pictures. This has been Gentlemen Discussing Video, the only podcast made from 99% pure sausages. Thanks for listening. Visit our website. It's lunchtime.org.uk. I promise it'll be good. No, it won't. So, try it anyway.
There might be non-podcast content there.
Joke's on you, Moogle. All those pictures I hid were filled with Semtex.
Oh no!
I hope you found
did you
all of them,
find?
otherwise they're all fucked.
No, but if I found all of them, they're all in the same place. That you can
Are you
detonate
next
them
to
all.
your computer? You're on your computer, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're on your computer?
Your spinny white chair, your very nice white chair.
Yes.
That's a great chair.
Go underneath it, right? Go underneath it. There's a zipper.
Oh.
Open the zipper.
This is like a magic trick, but in podcast. Was this your car?
I hope you're catching this.
There it is.
Not only is it there's an Animich like print in there, but the whole chair, the stuffing has just been replaced with Animich memorabilia.
I got it.
That's not the hardest one to find either.
You know, one day
hell.
he's gonna upsize and sell that house, and someone else is gonna move in, and they're gonna like say, "Oh, we get rid of this partition wall here," and they're gonna open up, they're gonna find a fucking Animich print in there.